Good evening, everybody. Once again, and as always, I am the big nerd himself, the king of overpriced white garbage. I am Kirkimus Prime, and I'm coming at you live once again from the Nerd Cave. We are going to have a good time tonight, because tonight is a stream I have been looking forward to for quite a while. Like, since back in January? February-ish? Those of you who don't know, I am a huge Whovian. I love me some Doctor Who. And today they just released the new Doctor Who Lonely Assassins game. And I am so excited to play this because not only is it a game based on Doctor Who that isn't VR, there have been two other VR Doctor Who games that I can't play because I don't have a VR setup. But this one is made by the same team who did Simulacrum and Emily is Missing. Those fantastic games where you happen to find someone's cell phone and use clues on said phone to try and find what happened to its owner. Mystery, suspense, intrigue, all kinds of fun stuff. And yeah. But what's even more so, this game is a follow-up to what many consider to be the best episode of modern Doctor Who, Blink. Now, I had made plans to watch the episode again before we started this, but because PlayStation and Elgato don't play nice together, I wasn't able to. Whatever. Elgato, you're stupid. I love you, but you're stupid. And there's Asri. Hello, Asri. A little boop to you. Oh, tonight's going to be good. It is going to be so good. I apologize for the fact that I kind of look like a schlub right now. But you know what? I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, the HDCP. That's it exactly. Yep, would not let me... because right now my PlayStation is only hooked up to my computer. It is the only way I can use my PS4. That's it. Only way I can do it right now. And it's the only Blu-ray player I own, too. But I can't, I can watch, but I don't get any sound unless the capture is on. And I'm not going to sit here and stare at a screen with no audio for a half hour. Even if it is one of the best episodes of Doctor Who ever. Get a USB one? What, I read that, although it's not officially endorsed, if you get a HDMI splitter that ignores the HDCP request, that can get around it. Whether or not that works, I don't know. I just found out about that 10 minutes ago. But yes, but I've got the game. I'm excited to play. The HDCP has to be processed or the signal is scrambled. Well, again, the way that I have read that it works, the output sends a signal to the input or vice versa, says, here's my license, show me yours. But if you can get something that interferes with it sending the request in the first place... And apparently an easy fix that a lot of people have used, you can get a $20 HDMI splitter. Boop, boop, ta-da. Really, they're no longer available. Look. Manufacturers, producers, I know you guys are trying to keep people from copying your shit. I'm going to say two things, and you're not going to like either one of them. No matter what you do, somebody will find a way to pirate it because there are always pirates, and the people who will pirate your content are the ones who are never going to pay for it anyway. You're not going to convince them to buy your stuff just because you stop them from pirating. I'm sorry. That's just the way it's going to happen. Number two, you're making lives harder for everybody else who's doing it the right way, so knock it off. That's all I'm saying. I know that's a controversial stance to have on piracy, All I'm saying, I bought the Blu-rays. I'm not trying to pirate them. I just want to watch them. You make it so I can't do that. Because you're afraid that somebody out there is going to copy it and send it to somebody else. Well, FYI, those people that you're worried about, they're never going to pay. They are never going to pay you for your content no matter what you do. In the end, anyhow and anyway, I know that probably made me a lot of friends. If this stream disappears, you'll know what happened. But anyhow and anyway, that controversial opinion aside, I do want to remind everybody we are only one follower away from the Death at a Dive Bar unboxing and playthrough. So again, put the word out. We need one more friend to join the family. Just one. Just one. And we're going to do a thing. We're going to do a thing that I hope is fun. But anyway, I've prattled on long enough. I really don't have any announcements today. So let's go ahead and open up the game. Oh, fun thing I do want to mention, though. Actually, there is one announcement. I'm going to start running a D&D campaign for a few other streamers. So yeah, that's going to happen soon. May or may not be streaming it. I don't really know. But yeah, that's going to happen. I speak into English. Whatever. We recommend wearing headphones. I already am. And you may remember, Murder streamed the two other games made by this company in the same fashion. Hey, T, what's up? Sorry, the theme song always gets me, pumped up. She played Emily is Missing and Simulacrum. We're at Doctor Who and I was in. My people, yes. I am not an Anglophile. I'm a Whovian. That's all I'm saying. Love me some Doctor Who. I will admit, Jodie Whittaker's Doctor has not grown on me. It has nothing. There will be people who are immediately going to say, "Oh, you just don't like her because she's a woman." No, I don't like her because the material she's been given this season just hasn't been that good. It's not her fault. It's the writers. They haven't been doing anything interesting with her that I've found entertaining. Because she's boring. Ah! She agrees with me. Like, Capaldi took a couple episodes to grow on me, and then I realized I really liked his sad, angry Doctor. And then, of course, Matt Smith will always be my Doctor. People will say it's Tennant, but for me, my Doctor was Matt Smith. With the exception of anything involving Clara. That last season was just not good. Like, the production value fell through the floor. You could see how cheap it was made. And just that whole story arc with Clara was just no. Just no. No. I remember watching the third Doctor on PBS at midnight. Now you're talking old school Doctor Who. Old school. Had a female master. Yes, I loved Missy. I love Missy. Oh, she was the best thing that came. She was one of the best things to come out of the show in a long time. I love her character. They were brilliant. Clara, and Jodie's Doctor was just, yeah, I know. And again, I really can't blame that on Jodie Whittaker. Really, more than anything, I point the finger squarely at the writers. The writers just haven't given her anything good with. Like, Matt Smith was a fantastic Doctor, but his last season was bad because the writers just, meh. But before that, I will say the first episode of the last season with Akatan, I always pronounce it wrong. The parasitic, the giant parasitic god son thing. I have seen things that you can't imagine. I have watched time run out. No time, no space, only me. I have walked in universes where the laws of physics were devised by the mind of a madman. Just, it gives me goosebumps. That was the best thing to come out of that last season, that's all I'm saying. But still, my first episode of Doctor Who, the one that got me watching, was Eccleston, and it was the two-parter, The Hollow Child and the Doctor Dances. Yeah, she was boring. I watched the show and then felt like I had an encounter with silence because I don't remember shit. Very funny, yeah. And again, Capaldi had some amazing moments. Like, I loved his speech in I can't remember the name of the episode, but it was the like the Civil War, if you will, with the Zygot, you know, and it's a scale model of war. Say, of course, it's not a game, because when you push that button, you never know how many lives are going to be destroyed. Like, I just want you to think. You know what thinking is? It's a fancy word for changing your mind. Like, that was one of those moments that I was like, okay, Capaldi is one of my favorite Doctors. The emotion in that scene. And when I close my eyes, like, oh my god, I love it. Jodie has not had any of those moments that have given me goosebumps. He's not given me any of those quotable moments, you know? But I've talked about the show long enough. I think it's time we actually play the game. Please enter your pattern to unlock. They're going to start me off strong. They're starting me with a puzzle. He took time to grow on me. Yes, exactly. When he started off, I felt the character was really weak. But as he went along and he sort of found himself, Capaldi really just, he anchored. Nope. All the way around. Nope. Oh shit, self-destruct! Petronella Osgood, I caught that. Safe mode. Receiving system update from server 1 Osgood. Okay, wait. This may not be a bad thing. Osgood has intervened to save us. Osgood is a character from the show. Remote override from Petronella Osgood. There we go.
Lawrence, at last. Oh, the way you've been avoiding my calls, anyone would think I was your mother. This isn't your mother, by the way. Well, unless there's been a horrendous mix-up with a time fracture. But I think you're not Lawrence. Which means Lawrence is still missing. Okay,
maybe.
I've not got long, so just listen. I've a funny feeling an old friend of mine made sure this phone fell into your hands, which means you're the right person for the job. The job being, find Lawrence. I can't stress how important that is. Think yellow highlighter, and circled in red several times. Yes, that important.
That is pretty important.
Right. My friends call me Petronella. You can call me Osgood. I'm an investigator, looking into the odd, the unexplained, anything on Earth or even beyond. And I've only just realized what a massive remit that is. No wonder I need your help. You and me are going to sift through clues, codes, and face some terrifying enemies. Sound like fun?
Yes.
Look, gotta go. But I'll be in touch, because you and me, we've got a game.
Okay, so there's that. interface reminds me of the one I use for developing iPhone apps. Oh, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. She's texting me. Alright, thanks for taking my call. Let me tell you what this is all about. The phone belongs to a man named Lawrence, who is connected to a rather fabulous person of interest. Problem is, Lawrence seems to be missing in action. How can I help? I need to find Lawrence. So you can help me by going through his phone. There may be clues in there as to where he's gone. Where do I start? Hang on, I may have something useful for you. I've installed a scanning kit on the phone. It'll highlight any potential clues. If it works, fingers crossed. Best give the kit a bit of a test drive. You're quite the tech whiz, or how do I do that? Great! How do I do that? Let's start with getting a picture of Lawrence. He's bound to have one somewhere on his phone, okay? Find a picture of Lawrence. Got it. When you spot anything of interest, like his picture in this case, the scan button will turn yellow. Tap it to activate the scanner, then place your finger on the screen and drag it around to capture all the data till the progress bar fills up. If you hear a strange noise, you're doing it right. Then you'll get a clue. Do send me any clues you find. Unless he's like me, I have no pics of myself on my phone. Same. I have too many. For a, not... I don't want to say I'm not attractive, but for a not as typically attractive man, I have a lot of pictures of myself on my phone. The first clue you need is to find that photo of Lawrence. Okay. I hate my face, so I avoid cameras. 20 photos. We got a pint at the pub. He's not a bad photographer. I'll say that much. Oh, he's making me hungry. Ah ha ha! There he is. You seen the pic I post as my selfie? Now, okay. This guy was a major character in the episode that this whole thing centers around. The episode Don't Blink. Or pardon me, the episode Blink. Long story short, he worked in a store that sold videos. Think independently owned version of Suncoast if you're old enough to remember that chain, right? He had found a group of DVDs that had a hidden message buried in them, like a hidden feature, like an Easter egg. But it was all the same video. It looked like half a conversation with a very strange man talking about angels and wibbly wobbly and weird things like that. It was only later that he found out that those 23 movies that have that hidden feature were the 23 movies owned by another character, a woman he knew. And it turned out the message was for her. Again, I would love to show you guys the episode, but unfortunately there's no way to do that at the moment. I hadn't, but now I have. I'm quite sure you're familiar with this, T, but I know there are some of my viewers, especially my American viewers, probably no clue. Alright. Clue found. Lawrence's photo. Photo of Lawrence, the original owner of the phone, is in your possession. Got it. Excellent work. Since you've scanned the photo, could you send it to me, please? Upload. Male and approximately Lawrence's age. It's him, all right. Here we go. Got it. There's clearly more files in there, but they're corrupted or something. Odd. Odd? What's odd? Data gets corrupted all the time. But there's usually a pattern to it, a logical cause. You know, like damaging a USB stick when you drop it into molten Zeton whilst conducting dangerous experiments in time travel. You know, like you would do any day. I've never done that. Sorry, don't get it. Like, I get what she's saying, but, never done that. Don't worry, you've still got time. So the data isn't just corrupted, it's also out of place. Like a jigsaw puzzle with the pieces incorrectly connected. First time I've ever seen anything like this. Can we continue if the data's corrupted? Well, there are still fragments of useful data. So if you can scan enough data, that might help us piece it all back together. Kind of like how you complete a jigsaw puzzle by first figuring out where the corners are. I have to do jigsaw puzzles now? Ah, so your normal Friday night activity. Exactly. You're simplifying this, aren't you? I love a good puzzle. Quite frankly, I love a good puzzle. You'll be right at home with this then, won't you? Take a look through the new files, would you? See if you can find out more about Lawrence and what he's been doing recently. Might give us a clue as to where he's gone. Any clues from the bug you put on his phone? Or what do you already know about Lawrence? Let's go with that one. What do you already know about Lawrence? Not much. Male in his 40s, worked in a shop that sold old books and rare DVDs, now owns said shop. Also runs a movie club, it seems. And why exactly are you looking for him again? Well, what little that I do know about Lawrence tells me that he could lead me to someone I've been looking for. Someone rather important. Let's stay focused. Go through the entire phone. If you find anything interesting, scan it and I'll take a look. Good luck. We know that someone you're looking for is the doctor, obviously. Oh, reply, damn you, Nightingale, from rgflint@mail.web. Mail.web, a wonderful website. We got some corrupted ones here. All right, let's see. Dear Mr. Nightingale, I write regarding the recent renovations on my property. I understand that construction works can cause inconvenience to those around, and for that I apologize. That said, I must ask you to refrain from harassing me any further. What I do on my property is my business, and I am well within my rights to carry out whatever works I choose on my own home. If you do not desist, you will be hearing from my lawyer. Regards, Edward Flint. P.S. I should add that I do not appreciate your childish scare tactics. I do not believe, for one solitary moment, the outlandish tales you tell about my property. I see them for what they are. Poisonous poppycock, Mr. Nightingale. Poisonous poppycock. Oh, this must be the old abandoned house where the angels were nesting. See, this must be what it feels like to be a Time Lord. You assume I know nothing. I already know everything. Argument with Flint. Misunderstanding comes to a head. All right. Subject. Henrik's Department Store. Owner. I don't know everything. I have no idea what a poppycock is. A poppycock is actually a brand. It's a brand name for a rather interesting series of flavored candied popcorns. That is actually a thing. Poppycock is a brand. Although I don't think that's what he's referring to, because I don't think the brand existed when the word came into existence. It means bullshit. Bollocks! Tripe! Excellent news. Your order has successfully been delivered. You've earned the following store credit points to spend on your next purchase. 28 points. Thank you. Have a nice day. Dear I Nightingale 76, thank you for shopping with us at Henrik's Department Store. We received your order on February 13, 2021. Wow, that's not long ago. It's actually a timely reference. I mean, when was it delivered? On the 15th. Okay. Kindly note that it has been updated to the following status. Ordered. To review your order, please click on the link below. At Henrik's, we value your patronage. Rest assured that the team is working hard. Open link. What did you order, my good man? Enter the information. Order ID, order date, status. I know it's delivered. Well, I can get the order ID. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on? He's got multiple windows open. Oh, Alabama's blue box. I know what you're looking for. The Drumlins disappearances. Yep. All right, there's the order number. Good thing I always have a notepad and pencil on hand. I'm a smart boy. All right, order number 57. This probably has nothing to do with the investigation, but I'm doing it anyway. 4320. And it was ordered on 13 February 21. All right, so now we can take a look at it. So it's 57432. This was on the day that's the 13th of February 2021. And it has been delivered. Let's see, added Timber Street. Standard latex balloons, 50. Red Rivers 5.0 lager, standard beer keg, 52 pints. Somebody's having a party. Vintage disco mirror ball, rose gold birthday banner, silly string. I'm not here. Please load the items in my car. I left it unlocked. All right. And we've got another email here. Hello, dear, from amy.l@wmail.web. Dear Mrs. Lennox, thank you for your email. Allow me to go over the events of the unfortunate day you chose to enter our shop. 1. You ordered a chicken parmesan salad. When this was brought to you, you asked if there was meat in it, to which the reply was, obviously, yes. You then flew into a raging temper and informed us that you do not eat meat. While you somehow managed to misunderstand the word chicken on the menu, our staff was kind enough to offer you a replacement meal. You responded by throwing your plate and cutlery on the floor. At this point, our staff had no choice but to escort you off our premises. Also, that uppity woman is my partner. Given your behavior, Mrs. Lennox, be thankful that we are not pressing charges. Please do not patronize us ever again. Mom always said you were a crazy old bat. Cheerio, Lawrence. I like Lawrence even more. Dear Lawrence, this is Amy Lennox here. I do hope you remember me. I was a friend of your mum. How are you, my dear? Haven't seen you since you were a wee lad. It pains me to write this, but I had a most unsatisfactory experience at your establishment the other day, and I wanted to bring the matter to your attention. I was at your cafe for lunch, and my order was completely wrong. Now, normally I wouldn't kick up a fuss, but the young lady on duty that day was rather uppity and rude when I voiced my complaint. I understand that it's hard to get good help these days, but you really must keep a close eye on your staff, my dear. Give an inch and they'll take a mile, I always say. I suppose if your parents were around, they could have given you this guidance. But Auntie Amy is here to help. Wishing you good health, Amy Lennox. The Karen pretending nothing is wrong. But these corrupted files... Oh. That's an ominous noise. Denied. Whoa! Oh! Okay. That was fun. Sounds like a typical neighborhood tiff. Outlandish tales, huh? What was Lawrence been spreading about Flint's property? Why does Lawrence care what Flint does? Think Flint will retaliate? Seems Mr. Nightingale was causing trouble. Perhaps it affected his property value, or maybe Flint painted his fence eggshell white instead of parchment white. Point is, it could be anything. It's not unusual to have problems with your neighbors. But for it to escalate this far, there must have been something more to their dispute. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Sally Sparrow, there you are. Do you guys find that odd? Look, two of the people in his contact lists, the photos are of the back of their head. January 21st. You're bailing again, Larry? The campaign's been on pause for weeks. I know, sorry. But work's in the way, and I have other things going on. Maybe just go ahead without me, just this once. You're our only healer! Plus, Tom's a complete murder hobo. It'll be chaos. They're talking about D&D. They're talking about D&D. I love that the term murder hobo is international. I love it. We should kick him out of the group if he keeps that up. See? This is why we need our cleric. His infinite wisdom. We'll just have to aim for a session after Daze's party. You sure you're okay with the planning? Since you're busy and all. Positive. I want to make up for everything. You insist. All right, tell me if you need any help, yeah? You got it, Mo. February 13th. Psst, you got everything ready for Daz's birthday party? Yep. Stuff should get delivered this weekend. Excellent, mate. Oh. Anybody see the distortion at the bottom? Has me a little nervous. You're the best. Can hardly wait. Hopefully, anyway. You never know with Henrik's. Corrupted chat. A corrupted fragment found in a text thread with Mo about a surprise party. How many packs are you getting? Getting a keg. Yes! He hates surprises, but the keg will defo make up for everything. Did I mention you're the best? Every other day. The modesty on this one. 14th. Just saw the list of stuff, mate. Disco ball. You're a proper legend. I know. I'm the best. 17th. Hiya, mate. Party day is almost here. Need any help bringing the stuff on the day of? Might help myself to the keg first. Larry? Don't leave me hanging, man. Larry, what's going on? I'm just trying to give Daza a decent birthday. Serves me right for depending on you, I guess.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, man. I just got back and Daza told me about Nats. You must be like crazy worried.
Wait, Nats?
But she's gonna turn up. You probably thought I was well out of order with my texts about the party. But obviously, I'll take care of all that. You need to focus on finding Nats. And hey, I'm here for you, Loz. Whatever you need. Even if it's just a talk. Don't be one of those dinosaurs who thinks talking about problems a mug's game. It helps, man. I should know. Listen, I'm gonna give you another bell later, okay? And we'll find her, yeah? You and her, you're gonna be together forever. Alright, later.
Oh, this is not good. Oh, no. This is not good. This is not good. Okay. Mate, sorry about everything again. I'm here for you. You know that, right? Call me if you need anything. Whether it's a bite to eat or just to take your mind off things. I can be over in a flash. The 19th. You okay? I wanted to check in with you. Popped by earlier, but you weren't around. Good to know you're out of the house, at least. Left some stew me mum cooked up near your postbox. Please take care of yourself. 22nd. Larry, mate, I know it's hard times. But don't go silent on me, yeah? You're worrying me, man. If not me, then ring Daza Hamish. Daza, Hamish, or anyone, really. You know we've got you. 24th. Larry, please talk to me. No one's seen you in days. Where are you? Random thought. Would a Groot beer be a root beer? Maybe? Sally Sparrow. Remember I told you that woman who the episode centered around in a bizarre way through messages on a DVD? That's her. They went into business together and renamed the store Sparrow and Nightingale, which sounds a lot more like a detective agency than a DVD store, but I digress. Hey, Sally, I hope I caught you before your flight. Just wanted to wish you good luck. You'll do great things in America, I know it. The world isn't ready for Sally Sparrow. We've got everything covered here, I promise. But don't forget us once you got your big exciting life going over there, yeah? Oh, Larry, don't be so dramatic. I'm just moving across the pond. It's not the end of the world. But thank you, Larry. I know I'm leaving London and the store in capable hands. I'd never doubt a Nightingale. Promise I'll make you proud here. I'll send a postcard to you, to you peasants when I make it big here. Oh, shush. Okay, so Sally went... See, that hurts me because I shipped Larry and Sally. I shipped those two. Like, when it was done and they went into business together, they were going to be happy, and they were going to be in love, and they were going to make all little Hoovian babies, and, you know, but apparently that's not in the cards. Thanks, game, for ruining my ship! Is this game canon? Okay, delivered. Okay, don't really care. We've got more messages, and we got Kathy. 29th of January. Happy birthday, Kathy. It feels odd to say that again. I miss you, Kathy. I miss you so much. I think your messages are knocking. Hello? There's so much happening now that's dredging up old memories. I wish we spoke more, especially after Mum and Dad passed. More than just me phoning you whenever I needed a place to stay. I know I can't change things, but I want to be your dumb brother again. You were always the smart one, and I was... Yeah. I'd give anything to go back to that. To have you here. Hello? Kathy? No, I'm sorry. This isn't your sister. I didn't mean to interrupt, but... Well, there's no easy way to say this. My name's Graham. I'm the current owner of this number. Oh, God. My apologies, Graham. I should have known the provider would have sold her number by now. I'll stop. It's all right, really. It's all right, really. I'm sorry for your loss, mate. Thanks, Graham. I appreciate it. Listen, you can keep sending messages if you want. I won't read them. Promise. That's awfully generous of you, but it's all right. Probably should have said those things when I could anyway. I understand. The offer still stands if you ever change your mind, though. I'll remember that. That's no problem. Well, hope you have a good day. And sorry about interrupting you. So, Kathy was Lawrence's sister, and she was one of the first victims of the Weeping Angels that we saw in the episode. Weeping Angels have a unique form of predation. If an angel touches you, you don't die, you're simply sent back in time. And the potential energy of the life that you would have lived in your current timeline is transferred to them. Basically, the life you would have lived, the time you would have lived, is converted into energy for the angels. Honestly, very kind way to kill somebody. You let them live their life to death, as they said. Yeah, we already checked all his mail. Let's see what's in his browser. The Drumlin disappearances. October 9, 2020. Urban legend claims Wester Drumlins is a haunted house with a history steeped in mystery and death. Once a fine home in the boroughs of London, the building has long since fallen into disrepair. Its once luxurious decor has been the victim of neglect and vandals, although in recent years, its reputation has deterred most uninvited visitors. Many have walked by Wester Drumlin without realizing its paranormal significance, but its rundown appearance hides a dark history. Written histories of the property are contradictory and confusing. Some say the house once belonged to the Satchwells, a married couple of discreet wealth, who lived there happily for many decades. Their tenancy ended when they mysteriously vanished in the late 1960s. Nobody knows how or when this happened, but the place fell into disrepair after their departure. Whatever the explanation, they weren't the last people to disappear from Wester Drumlins. Some say as many as 12 individuals have gone missing after being seen in the vicinity of the house. Despite a number of police inquiries over the decades, none of the missing people have ever been found. In a sinister twist, we can reveal that no investigation has ever unearthed evidence or even an indication of how or why they disappeared. Whatever the truth behind the mystery, there is a lingering danger in Wester Drumlins. That much, at least, is a stone-cold certainty. And we know it was the Angels. Alabama's blue box. Let's check this. This is probably regarding the TARDIS. Some of the most interesting puzzles in history are some of the smallest. One of these is the mystery of the Montgomery Blue Box, an enigma that has stumped local historians for decades. In December 1955, an incongruous blue-painted telephone box appeared in an alleyway in Montgomery, Alabama. Nobody knew where it came from, but reports suggest it was not there the previous day. Written records show that inquiries from the local populace were met with confusion by county authorities. They had no record of its installation. Officials were sent to inspect the box, but at the time they arrived, it had vanished as suddenly as it had appeared. The only visual evidence we have of its existence, and the only clue to its origins, is a single photograph of the box, taken by a local reporter. Historians have identified it as a British police box. These were kiosks or call boxes, once used in the UK. They enabled police and members of the police to contact nearby police stations in the event of an emergency. But the strangest thing? Experts generally agree that the box in question probably originated from Great Britain in the early 1960s. This raises more questions than it solves. What was a British phone box doing in Alabama? Where did it come from? And where did it go? How did a phone box from the 1960s appear in a photograph from 1955? Some investigators have claimed that the blue box was not a police box, and instead was some kind of prop constructed by hoaxers. Proponents of this counter theory have pointed out that the windows are wrong. Update. Since originally running this story, we've been contacted by several readers who have heard similar legends of the blue box. We've had reports of wooden phone kiosks being spotted in Punjab in 1947, Tibet in 1935, and most bizarrely, allegations of 2 blue boxes cited in Ypres. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. In Ypres in 1914. We'll be bringing you more updates soon. Yes, they are obviously talking about the TARDIS here. We have Into the Unknown has been bookmarked. This is fun. We're getting into the mystery. Delve into realities yet discovered and untold till now. Recent stories. Okay, the Alabama's blue box. Number stations still on air. Oh, we got another corrupted thingy. Want your very own star? Click the link below for more. Not interested. Corrupted fragment found in a website article on a mysterious number station. Oh, no. I probably should have clicked it. It was probably going to be a clue, wasn't it? No, this is not Bloodborne Dropkick. I had told you, today was the day the new Doctor Who game was coming out, and I would be playing no matter what. Well, I don't care that you don't care. Okay, bye, Greg. Bye, Greg. Look, T supports this decision. My fellow Whovian agrees with me. This was the best choice. You're not getting between me and Doctor Who. The end. Besides, a nice mystery. You get with the program, T. T is with the program, Greg. Maybe you are the one who needs to get with the program. You never know when an alien will take over your phone. I mean, really. Alright, the Drumlin disappearances. We already read that one. Might want to know how to deal with it. I mean, this is true. Hey, Sparrow and Nightingale. That's their store. Alright. Antiquated books and rare DVDs. Singing stories of the past, the present, and the future. Going back to the community. Founded in 2008, Sparrow and Nightingale is an independent shop based on community and care. Maintained by the Nightingales, the store houses an exciting collection of diverse stories both in physical and digital format. Our titles are skillfully curated with the intent to inspire, celebrate, and remember. 20% of our monthly profits to local charities. Promote local talent with regularly scheduled author events and film screenings. Admission is always free. There's always room for you. Join the Sparrow Book Club or the Nightingale Movie Club. Meet new friends, experience an adventure, and have a discussion at our monthly meetings. We select titles from a variety of genres, so there's something for everyone. Drop by the Nook. Find comfort and warm your heart with a delectable pastry and a hot coffee at our in-house cafe. We're right around the corner. No clues here. But it's nice to know that the store is doing well. Really got a major renovation since the episode. Those are all the bookmarks he's got. Phone calls. All Saints Children's Hospital, Alexis Lee, Bento, Balrog, real name. Daza, Dad, Nats, Hamish Pierce, Townsend. It's the creepy contact! Plus T, why do you never visit my streams anymore? Am I no longer cool to you? Greg, were you ever cool? I mean, well, cooler than me anyway, but that's not saying much. Last Days of the Raj. Ahmed Rashid, Malcolm Wainwright, Macaulay Sheridan. I always visit your streams. I just lurk. There you go. Natasha Nightingale, Oscar Hung, Petronella Osgood, Rodani Chandra, Sally Sparrow, Unity Shelter, Ren O'Neill. Say something then. At least let me know you're there. It's comforting. I mean, yeah, let's be nice. Greg needs that validation, you know. Let him know we love him. All right, some of these things like it's got to put the drawing out. Hey Wayne, glad you're here. All right. That's the creepy broken contact that he called us from, and I don't like it. All right, escalating. We need the Drumlin disappearances, because that's probably what we're talking about. These urban legends websites always seem wildly implausible, but I've stumbled across my fair share of leads on them before. I suppose when you actually discover something truly bizarre or improbable, you tend to share it with people who might believe you. Wait, you investigate urban legends too? How do 12 people go missing like that? Or this article sounds far-fetched. I know exactly what it's talking about. I don't know what to say. You could just make up random sound effects like Greg does. Onomatopoeia in chat. Honestly, you'd be surprised at how many people go missing without anyone noticing. But it seems our Lawrence notices these sort of things. At any rate, this will help with establishing Lawrence's thought process. So he's not the conventional sort. That could make things difficult. T noises, there you go. Alabama's blue box. You don't have a reaction to this, Osgood. Blue box. That must be the Doctor's space and time machine, the TARDIS. I don't have a record of it in Alabama, though. But it looks like this occurred around the time of the Civil Rights Movement, specifically when Rosa Parks was resisting bus segregation. It was an iconic moment from the cause, you know? And the Doctor does like to be present at significant historical events. Sorry, Doctor Who? I suppose this isn't a medical doctor. I could go with the obvious Doctor Who. Oh, I'm just cheesy enough to do it. It's complicated, but long story short, that's my person of interest. I like to keep tabs on him. Her. Them. It's hard to keep track. That's the problem with time-traveling aliens, I suppose. They don't always show up in the right order, and sometimes not always in the same body. But that old phone box is always a dead giveaway. You're just instantly telling me that aliens and time travel are a thing, lady. We just met, and you have that level of confidence. Granted, I admit I already knew. Because I'm a smart fanboy. is the phone box for making house calls. God, I felt so stupid reading that out loud. Hey, remember Oishi and the crime scene pics? Yes, I do. Let's see, a doctor in a phone box seems a little incongruous. What's so special about an old phone box? That phone box is actually a TARDIS. You could call it a spaceship, but it can travel through time as well. Its appearance is just a disguise, or cloaking field, I think, except it got stuck. Time-traveling alien doctor. Why not? How do you even know all this? Or, this is the strangest thing I've ever heard. Well, the doctor was a colleague of sorts. They'd been a great help to us at UNIT. Anyway, the discovery proves my hunch. Lawrence was indeed looking for the doctor. I also suspect that the doctor had something to do with you getting a hold of Lawrence's phone. I mean, like, why couldn't the doctor answer the call? Be like, hello, I live in a phone box. I can answer telephone, but, you know, not a thing. Maybe Lawrence found the doctor. Hang on, the doctor led me to this phone? This doctor sounds fascinating. I want to know how the doctor led me to this phone. Might just be a coincidence. No, the doctor doesn't believe in coincidence. But from my admittedly brief experience with the doctor, coincidences are rare. We must focus on finding Lawrence. But if you come across any more references to the TARDIS or the doctor, send them to me. That might give me some leads on the doctor's current location. Keep investigating, please. You're doing a fabulous job. But we need more information about where Lawrence is now and what he's doing. He's gotten calls before, just not often. This is true. This isn't terribly encouraging. Don't tell me, there's bad news already. Not so much bad news as no news, which I suppose could be interpreted as bad news. The item you scanned. Thank you for doing that, by the way. It doesn't really fit with any of the existing data we found so far, which means we can't use it to uncover more data. It could still be useful. You're right. I'm convinced this is significant somehow. Might not help us recover data, but I think it's a lead worth following. Keep going. I'll let you know if anything interesting comes up. Aha! Progress! Great, these items are useful! Fabulous! What kind of progress? These items are more like fragments, really. Two pieces you scan connect to each other. Oh. And they might connect to other fragments as well. That's exactly what I thought. I knew we'd make a good team. Aww. We'll get a better picture when we've got all the pieces. So, keep calm and carry on scanning. I'm just going to throw this at you because I scanned it anyway. Looks like Lawrence was buying stuff for a party, including a disco ball. Groovy. Think the car is still at the address? Ooh, they got a keg too! Think we'll be invited once we solve this? No, I think if it's still at the address, it's going to be our best bet. Possible. I dread to think of the mess the silly string and keg would have made from being trapped in there. 71 Timber Street, his home address, I presume. Might need to swing by to make sure he's not been there lounging all this time. Alright, well now we've got to keep... the background. I can't tell, but that shadowy shape looks like two figures kind of like facing each other, and we're looking at them in profile. I'm hoping that's what it is and not something bad! Alright, we still have these corrupted files that we can't get into. Anything else in the... Oh! That's new and I don't like it! It's 12 photos, but I don't like this. Let's see if there's anything else in any of his other photos that might give us a hint. Aw, kitty. Where's my kitty? Tux, come here. Say hello to the nice people on the internet. This picture's making me hungry. Quack, quack. That little girl. I wonder if that's the same kid. Did he get married and have a kid? Alright, I'm sad he didn't get married to Sally, because in my mind, it's Chip. But if he got married, because it did say the Nightingales, so I'm thinking maybe he did get married. He had a daughter. He's not a bad photographer, I'll give him that. That is so unnerving. I'm going to keep doing that, and eventually it's going to trigger something that's going to scare the piss out of me. I know it. What is going on in the background? Alright, so there's nothing new in the browser. Oh. Oh, it's only in my history. Yeah. We've already looked at everything in the history. The only thing we've got left is his phone. I'm not calling that back. I'm not calling that creepy number. Balrog. This one, though, has me curious. I don't want to start randomly pushing buttons on his phone and calling people. That's just going to be weird. But it's really the only thing I haven't done. Unity Shelter Project. Maybe we'll call Sally, see if she knows anything. It's worth a shot. It's the only thing I can do right now. Line busy. Okay. Take a peek in Lawrence's emails. Scan and send Mo's voice message. I didn't know that was a thing I could do. Okay, let's go back to his chats. Taking call at 10 to 11 would be weird. Not if you're me. Mo's apology. Okay. That explains the delivery from Henrik's. I don't like this. Sounds like something bad's happened. I'm guessing Nat is someone important to Lawrence. So much so that he'd drop everything for her. Pfft, there's someone who has a habit of calling me at 3 a.m. Gee, I wonder who that is. He could be out looking for her. Why do you think it's something bad? Yeah, why do you think it's something bad? Speaking of 3 a.m. phone calls, if you guys want to check out that link we just posted, My friend Murder Nerd is still raising funds for her vet bills for her cat Salem. I mean, is it ever good news when something goes missing? An annoying coworker, perhaps. But Mo sounded pretty sincere. He was worried about how Lawrence would react. Something about this seems off. But that means we're headed in the right direction. Well, we know a bit more about our friend Lawrence now. What do you make of it all? I'm no investigator. Maybe he just got tired of the city life? Sounds a bit... None of these are... Like, okay, I admit I have some insider knowledge, and I kind of already know some of what's going on here. I'm assuming Nat is his SO. You know, the woman he's married to. The mother of the child we've seen in several of his photos. You mean you weren't an investigator? Because you are one now. Think he just took off? Looking at his life so far, he doesn't seem to be the type. Seems like an ordinary person. Except there's no such thing as an ordinary person. So what seems significant about Lawrence? He does have an interest in the local folklore. There was an incident with a woman close to him. I definitely think this missing person is very significant. Certainly worth looking into. You think something happened then? Well, not 100% certain, to be honest. I've also just realized that Lawrence hasn't tried to find his phone. That strikes me as very odd. How do you know? I've run 54 checks and he hasn't called his phone or texted it. Yes, he did! I have proof in the stream he called me, and it was a very distorted, very disturbing call. Hasn't done any of the other find my phone things you'd normally expect. He might have been distracted by something else. Oh, but he did try to call his phone! What? How did it slip by my sensors? Never mind that. What did he say? Where is he? I don't know. There was too much static. These weird flashing images appeared. Not a regular call then, is it? I'll see what I can do. If it really is him trying to reach through. Perhaps the line was bad, or whatever it is, it must have been serious. Maybe it's related to the doctor? It's possible. You know, I didn't expect anything to come out of tapping Lawrence's phone. I found a few strange video records by the doctor hidden in some DVDs, including one particularly rare DVD I traced to a shop near here. Lawrence was just one of the shop employees I tapped. What kind of recordings? Well, I already know, but for the benefit of my viewers who don't. It seemed like a fragmented message. Something about how blinking might kill you. Anyway, good theory, but I suspect there's something more to all this. We should see if Lawrence experienced any other unusual events in the past week. Where should I start? I've managed to use the data you scanned to recover more files. There might be more clues in those. Scan them and we'll restoring Mo's chat, restoring Sally's chat, restoring Natasha's chat, restoring Mr. Flint's chat, restoring mails, restoring gallery. Well, let's start with the mail. That seemed like a go. Ooh, here we go. Progress! Find me. No reply at findme.web. Dear Lawrence, someone has sent an update to your report. Please click the link below to view. This is going to give me a pop-up. What the fuck? Weird phone corruption? All right, now the thing. Oh, everything is bad. Everything is evil, is terrible. Everything is awful. You were mentioned in the comment by Jackpot of the following thread. Weird phone corruption. Click on the link below to view the thread that you have been tagged in. Sacred Circle explaining the unexplained. Yeah, we definitely have some weird phone corruption going on. Anyone here familiar with this bug? I'm 99.999% certain I've got some kind of virus or bug on my phone. It's glitching everything out, down to my last few security protocols at the Mo. Worst part is, so much data has been corrupted. Apologies to those waiting for updates of Wester Drumlin. Those batch of photos were the first to go. Might help if you tell us what kind of glitches, mate. Mostly weird patterns of numbers. But now it feels like there's an image in those too. Everything keeps shifting, though. I can't tell what I'm looking at. I'm actually experiencing some kind of phenomena on my phone. Where it's in my phone. I don't know. Oh, shit. Okay, so a little bit of lore we were introduced to later when it came to... Time virus. No, my theory's a little different, Asri. There's a bit of lore we got introduced to later in the Matt Smith run of Doctor Who. Anything that, or an image of an angel becomes an angel. It's kind of how they reproduce. A picture of an angel, a drawing of an angel, a reflection of an angel in time actually manifests as another weeping angel. If he got a picture of an angel on his phone, that means there's an angel incubating on his phone. And you got one right. I do? Where? And you're all watching it. It's on all of your computers now, too. It'll wait until you close your eyes, until you look away, until you blink. And his phone is procreating. Sort of. The virus is just burning through my phone right now, corrupting everything. I've tried to delete the source file that I traced it back to, but it's like the virus is always 2 steps ahead of me. It's behaving like it's got a mind of its own. The really weird thing is, I feel like something's watching me through my phone. Like it's slowly waking up and forcing me to look at it. I was right! Are you telling us you've got some eldritch horror on your phone? You're all looking for the unexplained, right? Here it is! I'm getting these strange dreams, hallucinations. Even when I'm awake, I keep thinking that my arms are turning into stone. It keeps moving. The pictures. I look away for a brief second and it gets closer? You were right. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Wester Drumlins, don't go there. Don't go. You heard about the wallpaper jump scare people do when they set up a slideshow with hundreds of the same image? One of the angel is closer. Oh, yeah, I love it. Take a breather, mate. It'll be all right. It's too late. It's here. Watching me. Yep. They are reproducing through the internet now. Renovations. Here we go. We got it. All right. So what is this? Find me. Just find me to. Whatever you're going through right now, we're happy to provide the support we can. Please head over to the homepage right now, filling the details on your missing loved one. Find Me is a charitable database built to help people find their missing loved ones, On top of working closely with the police, we provide free and confidential support during your trying times. Find someone. Home address, age of disappearance. eye color, and sex. If we can fill that in, we might get a lead. The Crafts featured article, Illusions. Illusions of Security. This week, we take a look back at one of our older articles to explore a rather surprising installation outside a Van Gogh exhibition. Ooh, Van Gogh! Again, another wonderful episode, another one of my favorites. The Doctor meets Van Gogh. It's an absolutely brilliant episode. So much emotion. I love it. A fleeting construct, only there for a brief time, is a coincidentally placed random object or a brilliant critical commentary of our social landscape. They're talking about when the box was outside. Illusions of Security. There it is! There's the TARDIS! At the very end of the episode, they actually took Van Gogh to the present day to take him to a Van Gogh art exhibition. Again, a brilliant scene. It always makes me cry a little bit when I watch it. You guys need to watch it. If you guys are not watching Doctor Who, what is wrong with you? It was during the Louvre's 2010 exhibition of Vincent van Gogh's work that I encountered a most unusual piece of art. I was, of course, no stranger to the Van Gogh exhibit. Though magnificent, his painted works were familiar to me by this point. No, it was a sculpture. Not even one placed in the exhibit itself. A friend and I came across it outside the building, rather than standing rather impossibly before the doors. It was a large blue phone booth of sorts, with police markings. Naturally, became curious as to the booth's contents. We tried to get into the box, but the doors would not open, and the windows were frosted so we could not see inside. Amid our puzzlement, a loud pulsing noise came from in the box, and we stepped away in shock, only to see it vanish before our eyes. We debated the significance of the work for hours after. To this day, I still believe it remains one of the most mysterious and ingenious criticisms of our world today. It is a damning commentary on the lack of transparency in police work, and an embodiment of the frustration felt by the public in its search for answers. Try though we did, we could not find the artist's signature anywhere on the sculpture. But whoever they are, I commend them for their ingenuity and boldness of their work. I look forward to seeing more. It's what the world needs. Yep, he's been looking for the Doctor! Alright, we still have another corrupted email. 2 of them. Okay. Oh! Yes, the figures are much more clear now. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Alright, let's check out the chats again.
Hey, Sally. I know it's been a while, but this is urgent. Nat's missing. It's like she just up and disappeared. It's them, Sal. I know it. They did this. I was... Sorry. What was I thinking? It's just... You're the only one that gets it. You were right to escape.
Well, what do you mean Natasha's missing? We did everything we could to prevent this. I didn't have the heart to tell you. Someone bought Wester Drumlins. What? Larry! I couldn't do that to you again, Sally. I made you a promise. Believe me, I tried to stop him, but he wouldn't listen, and now... She's gone. I'm coming home. We'll figure it out, okay? I'll get a flight out first thing in the morning. No. Don't, Sally. If it really is those things, you and Natasha are the only people I care about. As much as I want to face this with you, please, don't come back. I can't let you do this by yourself, Larry. You sound just like her. She wanted to help, too. We'll get her back. I'll contact Ronnie. See if there's anything we can do about sealing off that place for good. Just be safe, okay? And please, stay. Okay. I hate this. Promise me you'll be careful. You're a brave man, Larry Nightingale. I think I've heard that once before. And you'll hear it again from Natasha next time. The angels took Natasha. And I think I know what's happened. I think I know what's happened. Someone bought the house. And at the end of the episode, they tricked the angels into looking at each other, locking themselves in their stone form. Again, that's the thing with the angels. They're quantum locked. Whenever they're observed by a living creature, they freeze. It's a fact of their biology. They turn to stone. It's the perfect defensive mechanism. But the moment you look away, they become flesh. Looking at each other, they locked themselves in their stone form indefinitely. Whoever bought this place must have seen them and moved them so they weren't making eye contact anymore. And that let them out again. And they remembered who did it to them. I have a feeling the ending is not as bad as it seems, though. I have a theory that this is something very similar to what happened to the Ponds. Those of you who know, and I won't spoil that. God, I slept through my alarms. Why didn't you wake me? It's an hour past opening now. Because I've made the executive decision to give you the day off. You're ill, Nat. You need rest. But we're meeting the new suppliers today. And Mrs. Morris from the foster home. They adopted. Are you sure you can manage all of it by yourself? There'll be like 12 kids for the tour. They must have adopted, and they were helping support the orphanage as well. I've got it all covered. Your notes are pretty detailed. Plus, Oscar's here to help us as always. Trust me. Well, knowing Oscar is there does make me feel a little better. Larry and Oscar. Of course. You too, hon. Fine, I'll stay home today. Let me know if you need any extra help. All right, Nat. There's some soup on the stove, by the way. Aw, did you make it? Sure, if heating it up on the stove after it was delivered counts. I suppose I appreciate the thought. Thank you, Larry. Have a good day at work. Hope you feel better, love. Psst, Nat. Important question. Did you head out without me noticing? The texts are coming from inside the house! Anyway, could you get me a pint, please? The kitchen's right next to you. But I'm right at the best part! You've only watched Trainspotting 100 times now. Don't know how you can stomach it, honestly. It's a classic. And I never knew how you can sit through Lawrence of Arabia. It's only about 3 days long. Now that's a real classic, without any gross-out scenes, too. Right, engaging plot that. Man, desert, even more desert. It's the whole atmosphere and mood. And might I remind you, Peter O'Toole was a national treasure. He was quite the tongue-tied. He was quite the dessert in the desert, too. Well, can't argue that. Well, I just realized this film came out over 2 decades ago. Makes me feel really old. Aw, love, we all have to grow up at some point. And excuse me, we're the same age. 45's not that old. Are you implying I'm a geriatric? I'll get the pint. Want me to bring you some iced tea, too? The smooth operator. And yes, please. For what it's worth, I'm glad you chose life with me. Hey, Nat, did you go out? Where are you? The kettle was left on. Was there an emergency? Seriously, Nat, where are you? Please, give me a call. I've been looking everywhere for you. If you see this message, please call me, okay? Please be okay, Nat. Mr. Flint. Ah, well, he's an asshole. You can already tell looking at his picture. Hello, is this Mr. Flint? Who is this? If this is a telemarketer, I'm not interested. I assure you I'm not here to sell you anything. This is Lawrence Nightingale. I live near your new property. A friendly neighbor, is it? Well, forgive me, where are my manners? What can I help you with? Well, that's all right. Is it just Flint, or that's Mr. Flint to you? Now, what do you want? I won't ask a third time. Well, he's definitely checking off all the boxes for asshole! Right, I'll get straight to it then. There are some concerns regarding your property. Whatever the real estate told you, they're lying. It's not safe there. Don't go into that house. Are you calling my cousin a liar? Pardon? My cousin's the one who sold me that house. My cousin's the estate agent. Are you calling them a liar? That's not what I meant. I apologize for insulting your family, but that's not important right now. You need to stay away from that house, Mr. Flint. Please. I don't know what you're playing at, Nightingale, but I won't be told what to do like some bumbling halfwit. Perhaps if we talked over the phone, I could explain better. You have 1 minute. You hung up. Yeah, because like my cousin, I'm a liar too. I suggest you stop pestering me with this nonsense. Good day, Nightingale. Mr. Flint, I apologize for the heated exchange. Perhaps we got off on the wrong foot. Please, allow me to make amends. Why don't you pop by for supper sometime with my wife and I? We'd like to give you a proper welcome to the neighborhood. I suppose things can get lost in translation with these modern devices. Very well. I accept your invitation, Mr. Nightingale. Excellent. Hopefully we can sort this all out. Okay. Still one more corrupted file. Ilsa Townsend. Getting a lot of reading in tonight. Psst, Izzy. Yes, Larry? So, I want to get a surprise gift for Nat, but the usual flowers seem boring. Any ideas, like? Oh, Larry, what have you gone and done now? Nothing! Well, come now, you can tell me. Nat's my bestie and all, but I can't keep a secret. I'm serious. Can a man do something nice for his lovely wife just because? All right, all right. I know she's been talking about that new Indian place. Last Days of the Raj. That's the name. Okay, that explains the name and the contacts. You want me to get her curry? Trust me, she'll be thrilled. Okay, curry it is then. Can I just add that you two are sickeningly sweet? I say that with love. Curry is good. It is. It really is. Izzy, just checking in. Have you heard from Nat today? No, actually. Why? Larry, is everything all right? I don't know. She's not been replying to my calls or texts. It's not like her to be this unresponsive. No, maybe her phone's out of battery? I'll try asking around too. Keep each other posted, yeah? Thanks, Izzy. Larry, no one's seen or heard from her. I'm really worried now. Larry? I'm here. I don't know what to do. I'm coming over. We'll go to the police. Okay. Hi, Larry. How are you? Let me know if you need to chat, all right? We'll find her, Larry. Don't give up hope. Larry, don't shut yourself off. Please. We're all here for you. Oh, there's another one. Downloads. Oh, we got a corrupted photo. But let's go through these. Aw, she seems nice. She's very pretty. Hey, there we go. That is a real man doing the housework like you're supposed to do. Just saying. Corrupted photo. Ah! It's still messed up. Is it me, or does that vaguely look like a skull in the distortion? This is starting to remind me of Empty Faces. Like, a lot. Okay, those of you who don't know, Imagine this kind of experience with pictures, letters, and whatnot in a box with a mystery behind it. That is what Hunt a Killer is. Okay? Again, reminding you guys, if we get one more follower, I'm going to do this Death at a Dive Bar, which is their first retail box. So again, you guys are enjoying this. Death at a Dive Bar is this, but physical. One of the customers in PC Building Simulator has a cursed skull on his PC. Ooh. It shows up on his wallpaper, bleeds, and eventually disappears. That is weird, man. Uh-oh. Notice we got the distortion everywhere again. They do look good together. They make a cute couple. There we go! There's some fun stories in that game. Aww. Oh, that must have been when he asked her. Lawrence with a special someone. Because yeah, she's showing off the ring. That must be when he asked her to marry him. Wait, we still got this corrupted photo. Corrupted photo. That's them. Okay. Okay. See if anything else came up, just to be safe. Alright, let's go to Osgood with the new stuff. Let's start with... Start with this one. Sacred Circle. This is a conspiracy theory message board. Used to peruse it myself for some fascinating insights. I never pegged Lawrence to be the type. What's this with this Jack fella? Experiencing glitches on his phone? Should I be worried? Yes, I should be very worried at this point. Have you seen anything like it? Not at all. This is the first I've heard of something infecting your phone like that. And it's not a simple technical bug. Looks like it affected him psychologically, too. That's horrifying. Jack's last words about Larry. He was right about Wester Drumlins? I'm just wondering, would Angel's cell phones transform like Transformers? No, it's more like they would just kind of crawl out of the screen. Another mention of that place. Could the same thing have happened to Lawrence? My gut tells me no, he doesn't have his phone. You do. We're doomed. But not to worry, I know what I'm doing. I have major precautions in place to keep us both safe.
Shark 1747. Shark 1747. Shark 1747.
1747. Osgood! Was a call, right? Yes! Signal is odd. Who was it? That was a woman, I think? Just someone saying a bunch of random numbers. I don't think they were random, but she needs to know about the numbers, because those are important. Very odd. It's hard for me to guess without hearing it myself. Seems like a hijacked phone signal. Could it be the data corruption? It's possible. But it doesn't quite match the corruption. Check the call history and see if the number plays back. I'll look into it when we can. I'll look into it when I can later. Let's do that now. Call history.
Shark 1747. Shark 1747. Shark 1747.
All right. Yeah, the number plays back when we call it, so... And I wrote it down, too. The Lou's Blue Box. The sighting does tally with some old recorded incidents. The doctor really should be more careful where they put the time machine. But why visit Van Gogh's exhibit when the doctor can meet him in the flesh? When he took Van Gogh to see his own art exhibit? What kind of alien is the doctor? So what's the doctor like? Do you know the doctor? The doctor is a lot of things. Kind, mad, brilliant, and sad somehow. Sounds insane. Or sounds fantastic. Somehow. It's easy to miss, but there's a certain melancholy with them. Eons of living can do that to a person, I suppose. Do you know the doctor? Know is a strong word. But yes, I've met them. A few times, actually. You got to travel through time? You get to travel through space? You get to travel through time and space? No, sadly. The doctor offered me a chance once, but I couldn't take it. I was needed at home. Well, there was that other time, too, but then I died. But that's a whole other story. That was a complicated story, let's be honest. What kind of alien is the Doctor, anyway? The Doctor's a Time Lord from Gallifrey. Gallifrey sounds made up. You made that up! The Doctor look like? Explains the time travel. Yep. Does make you wonder, though, if everyone's a lord, what do they lord over? Time, obviously. No time ladies? Peasants, probably. Or the working class. Maybe they lord over time? Lords of Time. They should have just called themselves that, huh? Anyway, good that we found more evidence of the Doctor. I'll be sure to look through it later. Lawrence's concern. Westra Drumlands. I don't know about you, but the repeated mention of that place is raising some alarms for me. It raised more than alarms for Lawrence. We're missing some history here. Technically, these characters are. I am not, because I am a loyal Whovian. Right. Sally too, from what I gather. Except, I don't think the reactions are based on secondhand accounts. There was too much pain in his voice. That house. Seems like Sally and Lawrence have a history with it. Good or bad Don't leave me hanging, what's up? Good or bad You tell me. You see, it's puzzling. We did guess correctly. All the fragments do seem to fit together. So it looks like we are getting somewhere. I sense something's not making sense to you. You're really getting to know me. And you're spot on. You see, that's 3 pieces now. None of them link to the other data on the phone. They should, but they don't. It's almost like they were never supposed to be on Lawrence's phone. Maybe the last piece will make sense of this. I think you're right. Or at least I hope you're right. Go get the rest. I'll be waiting. By the way, looks like the corruption is blocking a direct link. It might be worth checking out that email again to see where it leads. Lawrence and Natasha. Find the missing person. The missing person revealed their age in a chat with Lawrence. Oh, that's right. They were 54. Or not 54, they were 45. Sorry, numeric dyslexia. They're dyscalculia. She has 45. Lawrence saw the missing person at his house. Oh, so it was Timber Street was the address. I don't remember the actual number, but I can look that up. A photo of the missing person would indicate their eye color. Look at a photo, get her eyes. Okay. Thank you for telling me exactly what to do, phone. These strange corrupted parts of the phone. Find one or more corrupted fragments, send it to Osgood. Keep an eye out for more mentions of the TARDIS. Optional. Scan and send any sightings of the TARDIS to Osgood. Alright. Happily married man, then, our Lawrence. I'm almost certain that this is the Nat Mo mentioned in his message. He did make it seem like they were close. Seeing them makes this much more real. There we go. Yep. Precisely. Together forever, he said. If these photos aren't the definition of that, then I don't know what is. But just so we're sure, could you try finding a name for her? I don't want our wires crossed. Well done. Looks like there's looks like that's the last one. Great. What now? Guessing it's the same as the other? Yeah. You guessed correctly. It's linked to the other pieces, but not to the rest of the phone. I'm going to run some algorithms to try and piece them together. This may take a while. Could you continue exploring the phone in the meantime? I'll tell you when I'll let you know when I'm done. Alright, so let's go back to the gallery. Her eyes are brown. Yes? Brown eyes. Okay, and I need the street number for the address on Timber Street. That was under his mail, I think. One of these had it. $71. All right, so now we can go to the website. Female, age 45, location 71. Timber Street, missing since. Ah, crap, what day did she disappear? Have to go back and look at the messages. Chats. February 17th. All right. I think that's the day she disappeared. So February 17th. Okay. That's 17/02/2021. Missing Natasha Nightingale. We've got her. Natasha is missing. Alright. Update for you, buddy. I'm afraid it's not good news. I asked around and you were pretty much the last person to see Natasha. No signs of forced entry or anyone coming over the fence into your home. And from what you tell me, pretty much all personal effects are still in the house. So she clearly didn't go anywhere on her own. Checked in with a couple of pals in Scotland Yard, too. Had them run every database I could think of. Not a sniff. Not in the whole of London. I hate to sound corny, but it's like she just vanished into thin air. Sorry, Lawrence. She was your wife, and I know this must be hard to hear. But this is the deadest of dead ends I've ever seen in my 16 years doing this job. I think this investigation is over. Must have been awful to know that neither a private investigator nor the police could help. Not gonna make a political comment. Luckily, we're neither of one of those things. I mean, yes, there's the heroic response that we're gonna do this. I can't imagine how Lawrence must feel. We can go with the sympathetic, or we can go with the angry anti-authority version. Luckily, we're neither of those things. You're really getting into this, aren't you? That's the kind of determination we need. I have a job at UNIT after this, I'm quite sure. The report is rather conclusive. I was afraid of this. Quite a few of my ex-colleagues disappeared while on assignment. Losing people never gets easier. And to lose your spouse, I imagine that's much harder. I've had a closer look at what you've sent me so far, and I'm seeing some worrying interferences in some of the data. I think Lawrence and Natasha may be in serious trouble. You can tell all that from the data? What kind of trouble? That I can't tell from the data at this point. We'll have to find more, and fast. We need to redouble our efforts and find Lawrence and Natasha. What about the doctor? When people are in trouble, helping them is our priority. It's what the doctor would do. Anyway, I'm certain we'll find more clues about the doctor along the way. Alright, so what's the plan? Ideally, UNIT would be the best agency to handle this. These types of odd cases are our specialty, after all. What sort of agency is this exactly? So that's who you work for? Or, I feel like I've heard about UNIT before. I have. What? How? This is highly classified information. And you were just going to tell me over a cell phone. But you've come this far. You deserve to know. The Unified Intelligence Task Force, UNIT for short. Our job is to keep Earth safe. Officially, we don't exist anymore. Unofficially, some of us kept going in secret to solve this time fracture debacle right now. Time fracture. Wow. Should I be worried about this time fracture? Not yet? I'm sure we'll get a handle on it eventually. Eventually. If we don't, well, the less you know about the possible end of the universe in the near future, the better. Back to the matter at hand. Possible end of the universe in the near future. I think we're in trouble, and a little cell phone doesn't seem like that big a deal anymore. The time fracture isn't the crack in the wall, is it? Or something different? I think it's something different. Osgood didn't come into the picture until after the crack in the wall. In fact, she didn't come into play until... Geez, I don't think she showed up during the Smith seasons. I think she's a character who started in the Capaldi arc, which is well after that. Lawrence's chat with Sally is interesting. Yeah, I was thinking that. It almost sounds like they know what happened to Natasha. And there's clearly some connection to this Wester Drumlin's place. Lawrence's voice message also implies a them from Wester Drumlin's. Good spot, I noticed that. What are your thoughts on this ominous them? It feels worrying. Maybe he thought someone kidnapped Natasha. Kidnapped may not be the right word, but we're going to go with that. Possibly, but none of this feels like a kidnapping case. No ransom demand, no reason to target Natasha. At any rate, Lawrence specifically mentioned Wester Drumlin's. That makes it our next lead. I've managed to recover some new data. Let's see what you can find out about this place. I'll let you know if I find anything. You mean when you find something? When you find something. I've got faith in you. I'm going to investigate Lawrence's house, personally. Both him and his wife disappearing. Let's just hope I'm not the next one to go missing. I hope not, Osgood. I like you. I'm expecting this picture to change again and scare the crap out of me. I just am. Let's start in the mails. Alright, we've got two new ones. We've got Wester Drumlin's article. Hi, Lawrence. No worries. It was my pleasure to help. Given what you and Sally experienced, I think it's best we don't let anyone near Wester Drumlin's ever again. Let's hope your article keeps any potential buyers well away. And I'm glad you like the pseudonym. Do let me know if Cal Nye Wallers has any more stories of the bizarre. You've got quite a few editors interested in your style. Cheers, Ronnie. Cal Nye Wallers. Wonder what that is supposed to do. What that means. Cal Nye Wallers. Hey, Ronnie. Hope all's well with you. Sally and I just want to thank you again for your help with our Wester Drumlin's article. Getting it featured on some high-profile sites, as well as a few of the urban legend sites, really was going above and beyond the call of duty. It's something we both appreciate. There's no way we could have managed to get it published so quickly, and seen so widely, without your help and advice. I doubt anyone else would have given us a hand. I can't say I blame them, to be honest. The things I've seen. The stuff I know about. Well, most people wouldn't believe a word of it. The fact you listened and understood meant the world to me. Clyde was right. You're a special person. By the way, how is he? Not seen him for ages. Tell him I say hi and send him my congrats. I see his homeless charity just opened its third shelter. Oh, meant to say, I saw that some site refused to publish articles anonymously, and for those you gave Sally and me the pseudonym of Cal Nye Wallers. Very nice. I see what you did there. I'm trying to see what you did. Cal Nye Wallers. I don't get it. Thanks again, Lawrence. P.S. I saw the piece you wrote on the Metropolitan Magazine about the devils of the sea helping Wayland mariners. Absolutely fascinating. Mr. Nightingale, I hope this email finds you well. I have written to provide you an update regarding your previous complaint of the Wester Drumlin's estate. On February 3rd, 2021, an agent was dispatched to the property to investigate the concerns outlined in your correspondence. After a thorough inspection, they found the building up to code. Thus, we have no plans to proceed with further action at this time. We understand that you've submitted a total of 3 reports concerning this estate since its acquisition. Our team has investigated each of these claims, and they continue to find no evidence of wrongdoing. Unfortunately, we cannot entertain any further complaints regarding Wester Drumlin's without absolute evidence. If you have a dispute with the property owner, we suggest you contact them directly or seek the aid of a mediation service to resolve your issue. Please do not hesitate to contact us if you have any other concerns. Regards, Eloise Hahn, Council Support Representative, Britannia Housing Council. Okay. So we tried to go through the official channels and get the property condemned. We've got more from Sally. So that's it then. Article's live. Into the Unknown isn't exactly the BBC, is it? It's better this way. Too much attention and people might take it as a challenge. I trust Ronnie. She knows what she's doing. No one's stepping foot in that house again. Then we can finally put this behind us? I think so. Honestly, it's a relief. Oh, I feel at least 10 stones lighter. No pun intended. Relax. I think you've earned the right to joke about it now. I guess you're right. But still, I know it was always difficult for you. I hope you can finally make some peace with this, Sally. Maybe. It never felt right before. Think of it this way. Kathy would be livid if she knew you'd spent all this time groveling. Oh, definitely guilty of that. I just need to be sure that it wouldn't happen again. To anyone. Speaking of Kathy, is that what you did? To move on, I mean? Well, yeah, my sister can get quite scary. But also I think the situation was impossible to solve all at once. I kind of took it slow and made sure I could breathe in between, you know? Larry, that's too easy. No, it's brave. None of this is easy. I think that's the first time you called me that. What, brave? I definitely have. Not in those exact words, maybe. For what it's worth, I'm glad it was you. I mean, all things considered. Not that I wanted it to happen. Me too, Larry. Thanks for sticking with me through it. After all, or even after well, I'm happy we're friends. What do you think you'll do now it's over? Good question. It's one I can't answer just yet. But you know what? I think I can find some comfort in that. Well, there weren't any clues that popped up in this one. New one from Flint. Mr. Flint sent an audio recording. I saw that. Okay. Mr. Nightingale, what do you want? I've tried to be civil about this, and against my advice, you continue to be a thorn in my side. Mr. Flint, I have no idea what you're on about. If you have any issues with the renovations, you'll have to bring it up with the council. Save it. I just spent 2 hours cutting up all the red tape you tried to throw in my direction. You can't stop me from doing what I wish with my property. You don't understand. Why don't we talk about this? This is not a discussion. Just let this go and walk away. My previous email still stands.
I said 3 sugars, you absolute Mr. Nightingale, my dear chap, how did it get to this? I will tell you how it got to this, Nightingale. Your insane crusade to try to stop me carrying out renovations in my cellar. Now, most people know me as an easygoing man.
I doubt that.
For God's sake, make a fresh cup and get it right this time, you glistening simpleton. An easygoing man.
Where's
who
my whooping
prefers
stick?
to find common ground. But in this case, the only grounds in question belong to me. Wester Drumlins is mine to do with as I wish, and I intend to open up its cellars. Attempt to coerce or scare me again, and I shall contact both my lawyers and the police. Actually, I rather think the boys in blue would be fascinated by your tales of killer statues, might even get you committed. And if you think you could remain silent when they pull you in for questioning, the chief constable is an old golfing friend of mine. He'd make you sing, Nightingale. He'd make you sing. I've so enjoyed our little chat. Toodle pip.
I know the Doctor isn't one who promotes violence, but 2x4 plus Mr. Flint equals problem solved. I'm just saying, sometimes brute force is the answer. Hey, Crowbar, what's going on? Blink and you're dead. Well, we're dead. We're really dead. Alright, so that's another piece. Oscar Huang. I know I pronounced that horribly. I always have a hard time pronouncing that. I am sorry. It was not an attempt to be funny. It's just... Hey. Hello, Mr. Nightingale. I'm at the shop right now, but it's still locked. Tried calling Mrs. Nightingale, but she's not picking up. Mr. Nightingale, are we supposed to be closed today? We've got customers out here with me, too. Oscar, sorry. Tell everyone the shop's closed until further notice. To let the others know, too. Thanks. Is everything okay? Sorry to bother you again, but do I still have a job? Yeah, it's probably pronounced like Huang. You are probably correct, T, but when I see the letters, my brain wants to... They want to get phonetic on it, and, you know, bleh. English phonetics and foreign languages just don't mix. Is this because I accidentally melted some of the merchandise in the rare DVD display? Are you both going bankrupt? OMG, I'm so sorry. I've just been thinking about myself. I should have pushed for more sales. Oscar, calm down. It's none of those things. Nat's missing. I'm so sorry, Mr. Nightingale. Please let me know anything I can... Let me know how I can help. Anything. Hi, Oscar. Going to take you up on that offer. Could you come over and pick up the keys to the shop, please? I might be going on a trip. Of course, I'm on my way. You're going to look for Mrs. Nightingale? Something like that. I'm leaving you in charge while I'm gone. I won't let you down, sir. Well, he knew he was going. I'm sorry, I'm surprised that doesn't come up as a clue that he knew he was going somewhere. Pretty much everything here. We've got something new in the gallery. Ooh, Wester Drumlins. That downloads, though, that has still corrupted. Did it get a new file? It was one before, wasn't it? Oh, we're so boned. Oh! I was right, there is an angel in the phone. I was right. I was right. My inside knowledge of the franchise has already told me what's going on. I'm just psychic. I'm that good at being a detective. It's not that I'm a fanboy who obsesses. Let me look back in the gallery. No, okay, it's... Hang on. Yes, I thought so. There was an article about Wester Drumlins on the website you scanned earlier. Wait a second, look. Cal Nye Wallers is an anagram. Can you see what of? No, you're gonna have to tell me, because honestly, I don't see it. I mean, I get there's Sally. Oh, Sally and... Where's the C come from, though? Nope, never mind. I lost it. Can't believe you didn't spot it immediately. Oh, yeah, never mind. I'm done. I hate anagrams, okay? I hate anagrams. Lawrence and Sally. Lawrence and Sally must have spread stories about Wester Drumlins to keep people from it. The big question is, why? Maybe there's more information in the article. Good point. Could you track it down again? I doubt regular...
Watcher 9327. Watcher 9327. Watcher
9327. Writing this down. I'm writing it down. Osgood. There we go. I know you saw that. You just got another real call, didn't you? What was this one like? Same, just I'm starting to see a pattern? What pattern are we seeing? Please do tell. 4 numbers both times. Both messages started with a word. Just a second. Just pulled up some information from the call data. Looks like both calls were from old landline numbers. Very old. Probably 70 or 80 years old, in fact. Maybe it's his gran? I don't think so. Trace the source. Theoretically, I could. But I'd rather pay full attention to our main investigation. The phone's corruption might be causing these calls. Best we just wait and see if it happens again. We've got more pressing issues right now. Flint's retaliation. How very diplomatic, Mr. Flint. So he's the current owner of Wester Drumlins. That's why Lawrence was locking horns with him. Not to mention the eerie stories he was spreading about the place. Everything leads us to that place. Yes, we should find out as much as possible about Wester Drumlins. Well, that's frustrating. I hoped we would find out more. What do you mean? I mean, we did learn some things, but I don't know how useful they are to us at this point. We know Lawrence and Sally wanted to keep people away from Wester Drumlins, and went to great lengths for it. We've hit a dead end. I don't know how much more we can do on our own, with just the phone data to go on. Did you find anything at Lawrence's house? He clearly hasn't been home in a while. His car was nearby, though, and the keys to it were in his living room. All the stuff he ordered for that party is still in the boot. Anything else? Well, there was something odd about the master bedroom. An outline of dust on the wall in front of the dresser, like something was taken off the wall. I'm guessing it was the dressing table mirror. Oh, Lawrence, you brilliant bastard. Brilliant, but also foolhardy because he didn't know how they reproduce. Holding up a mirror to a weeping angel would cause it to look at itself, most likely resulting in their stone form. So it would give you a short-term defense, but if you set it up permanently like that, eventually the mirror would spawn another angel. You sure it was a mirror? Most likely. Most likely. Most likely? Ah. I mean, it's not like you'd hang an oil painting over the dresser, would you? Seems like everything is just leading to more questions right now. Not to me! The answers might be in Wester Drumlins. No, 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 we're not going to send her there. No. We'll have to answer them. We'll have to answer them then. I appreciate that spirit. Whatever's going on, Wester Drumlins is the center of it. Lawrence seemed to believe that anyway. I managed to contact a colleague of mine, Aisha. She's going to have... Oh, your friend's not coming back, Osgood. I'm sorry. But Flint lives there. Sounds rather risky. If anyone can handle this, it's Aisha. She's one of UNIT's finest surveyors, Very thorough and resourceful. So definitely the person we need in the field. So you know her well? Yes. Well, sort of. Aisha and I have been on a lot of unit adventures together. I trust her to have my back, and I do the same for her. A funny story, actually. I once got Aisha out of a difficult scrape involving a cyborg shark and a bobsled. Her radio expertise came in handy, too. Cyborg shark. And cool runnings. Sci-fi, why are you not making this movie? Bobsled shark. Sorry, radio expertise? Aisha is a radio tech enthusiast. Shortwave, high frequency, she's passionate about it all. Anyway, I'll drop Aisha a message now. Meanwhile, could you look through the phone again and see if we missed anything? Let me know if you find something. Yeah, Mr. Flint.
Mr. Nightingale, Lawrence, Larry.
As you can see, I'm not.
I was devastated to hear about your wife, Natalie, I believe her name is, or was. But it does rather prove my point, that you should end your fixation with my property, Wester Drumlins. I've been a
I
patient
can't drop the call.
Larry.
Shit.
Throughout all your scaremongering and, let's be frank, your threats. But I've instructed my lawyers, Derbyshire and Mills, to seek a restraining order against you. Your obsession with my property must cease forthwith. That's just something you have to face. Incidentally, my contractors have reported seeing a figure on the grounds of WD on several occasions. I think we both know it's you.
No, it's
Naughty,
not.
naughty.
You're in trouble, buddy.
So I've upgraded the property security, and you would be ill-advised to go on another one of your snooping expeditions. Call it a day, Mr. Nightingale. It is over.
It's just getting
I
started.
don't want you within a stone's throw of Wester Drumlins.
Keeps making references to stones and stuff. Jump scare! No? Okay. Sorry, I couldn't hang up. The corrupted data. I've managed to extract some information from it. Why is his cheek gray? Because something is happening that might be turning him into an angel. I don't know. It's gray like it's turning to stone. Alright, but I'm limited in terms of what I can do from here. You'll have to decrypt the data on Lawrence's phone. Alright, how do I do that? Go back to the Wester Drumlins album in the gallery. The album appears to be the source of the data shifts. Piece together the fragments there, and I'll monitor the situation from here. I can do that. I'm on it. Great. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. Just tap and hold the piece to move them around. If the pieces fit, they'll snap together. Just keep doing that till you got the complete image. Good luck. And something new showed up in the gallery. Parts of the phone. Go to the Wester Drumlins folder to assemble the corrupted data. Keep an eye out for more mentions of the TARDIS. Otherwise, it looks like we've got everything. Any other mentions of the TARDIS? Okay, let's do this! Ding! Ding! Uh-huh. 'Cause I'm a puzzle man. I'm not the only one who saw that, right? It was an angel. It was a friggin' angel. I saw the angel. She's getting closer. All right. Like, I'm sorry. Of all the things in Doctor Who, the weeping angels are by far the most frightening, okay? I don't care what anybody says. It's a photo of a reflection. That must be why it took so long to manifest. Oh, there it is again! Nope, nope. We're fucked. Oh, no. No, no, no. No! There's something on the phone. I know! Don't panic. Actually, panicking might not be a bad idea. Too late! It's what caused the anomalies I detected. Do you see? It wasn't data we just put together. It was a distinct entity that's alive. Oh no, the angels were horrifying when they first appeared. I know, right? Sounds familiar. You remember Jack's post on the forums? The so-called virus that was affecting his phone. Except it's not a virus. It's a weeping angel. This is not good. Really not good. And what's that exactly? Then Moffat kind of hosed them, made them a shitty way to get rid... Nasty predatory creatures. They turn to stone when you look at them. Units encountered them before, though this digital form, it's unprecedented. What is it doing? It's moving through the phone, corrupting data. Oh no, it's trying to escape! Escape? Where to? I think it's trying to get into the phone networks. If it gets out, the damage it inflicts could be immeasurable. Can we just delete it? Smash the phone! I'm sorry, phone. It's you or me. Yeah, that was not a good idea, huh? We can't find Lawrence without it. We have to stop this thing within the phone itself. I've got an idea. The creature came from the corrupted data fragments we put together. If we can delete those fragments, it might delete the entity. Delete, delete. That's starting to sound familiar. That's not the worst Moffat did. I cannot disagree. Mike, you mean you're not sure? Yeah, it's worth a shot. Let's do it. Oh, no, it's not. The worst thing was he kept reusing the same damn tired tropes over and over again when it got super annoying. Clara. I'm just saying. Okay, I've enabled a delete function on my bug. If there's a corrupt fragment on the screen, the scan button will turn to a delete button. When you see it, use it to delete the fragments. You'll know what I mean when you see it. Do it now. We're running out of time. It's trying to take over the phone completely. Hurry! Get it? I think we got it. work. It didn't work. Oh, I gotta... Okay, it's clicking, not dragging like before. Ah! Oh. Shit, it moved it. There you are, bugger. Ah! Did we get it? Hey, are you okay? The delete button is glitching. It's not the button. The entity is manipulating the phone. It's going to try everything it can to stop me from deleting those fragments, but you must destroy it. We found its weakness, and it knows. And it'll do everything in its considerable power to stop us from using that against it. We might have an advantage. Weeping Angels can only move when they're not being watched. Looking at its behavior here, the rule still seems to apply, so as long as you keep it in sight, it can't attack. Not as much as I'd like. I'll do my best to keep you safe. Remember, no matter how hard it tries to stop you, you must get to that delete button. Let's check the other emails. And it's all in the emails. Let's go to the chats. Gotcha, bitch! You're not getting away from me! Oh no, I don't like those messages. Your years will not go to waste. Ah! Did I get it? I think I got it. Oh! Thank you for the sub, Crowbar! Much appreciated! We're gonna get these freaking angels. That's right, you better run, you stony bitch! Let's see if there's anything else in these messages. Alright, nothing else on the phone, so it must be one in each category. Oh geez, the phone is turning to stone! I think I'm running out of time. Let's move to another picture. Ah! Gotcha! Alright, so that's it in the photos. Browser. Like a moth to flame? What? Oh, a moth! Cubes? Cubes! Am I a liar? What I say is false. Don't believe my words saying. It's the truth. Am I really a liar? Faith, feeling lost, surrender the embrace. I am a believer! Oh. shit, it's a logic puzzle. I'm just clicking. Gotcha. Ah! Pop-ups ain't gonna beat me, bitch! Alright, what's left? What? Oh, there it's in the background! It's getting closer, it's getting closer, it's getting closer! Oh, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it! Did we get it? Did we get it? Are you there? Is everything okay on your end? Let's not do that again, huh? Sorry about that. If I'd known the connecting fragments would unleash the creature, I'd have come up with a different plan. Looks like we're safe for now. I have a feeling there's much more danger ahead. Much more. Interesting. The data distortions on the phone have been eradicated. The entity must have been causing them. The creature managed to corrupt and destroy more data on the phone, too. At least we prevented its transformation from digital demon to real-world threat. Hope we haven't lost anything important. Ditto. But in better news, Aisha's just arrived at Wester Drumlins. She's setting up surveillance cameras to monitor the place. And I've detected some new files on Lawrence's phone. Storing Natasha's chat, Mr. Flint's chat, mail, gallery. You know the drill by now, don't you? Wait a minute. That wasn't the climax? That wasn't the... There's more. Oh, God, there's more. There's more. This is why I don't want to fly away in the blue box. I mean, I do, but I also don't. I assume this is from the Lawrence's exploration of Wester Drumlins. Looks like he documented the place thoroughly. Is that an angel statue? The same creature I fought off earlier? I'm not sure. But it's a possibility I wouldn't rule out. I must warn Aisha about this. Have a look at the new batch of recovered data, will you? We may find more answers there. I forgot that was still there! Let's go to the mail first. Archive video download. Dear Lawrence, thanks for dropping by again today. We managed to get that film you wanted. Hope this is what you're looking for. Here's the download link. A London citizen displaced during the war. Note this link is valid for one download only. If you encounter issues, please contact your local records administrator. Huh, okay. MET Archives download link. Let's see what we got. Downloads left 0. Okay. Seems you have run out of approved downloads. If you believe this is an error, contact our records administrator. We had his contact information. We can get another approval. Wait, we need the record number, don't we? A113. Here we go. We've got both a phone number and an email. So, 020. That format is really weird for me. 7946 0827 extension 1034. All right, we'll see if we can call her and get another approval for the download. We've got more from Natasha. Mr. Nightingale, I do believe your presence was required at home 30 minutes ago. Where are you? The popcorn's going stale. Oh, geez, sorry, Nat. Had to pop over to Wester Drumlins for a bit. Heading back now. I see. Making life harder for dear old fuzzy Flint. I suppose it's wise to keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. I take it that your pick for a movie night is The Godfather, and Fuzzy Flint. Really? Blech. I thought the mob might inspire you in these trying times. And yes, Flint's such a kind neighbor, and he never gets my name wrong. I can't imagine a better way to describe him. I could think of a few, like Fussy Flint. Oh, darling, you're being unoriginal now. Shut it. But seriously, Larry, this thing with Wester Drumlins, it's about to go pear-shaped, isn't it? Don't worry, Nat. I'll keep us both safe. Those things are never getting out. I know you will, but we're a team, remember? I could march over to Flint's right now, make him an offer he can't refuse. I'm gonna make him an offer he cannot refuse. I'd love to see you go all Corleone on him, but it's too dangerous. I've already lost Kathy. I can't lose you too. You seriously can't expect me to sit here twiddling my thumbs while you're risking your life. Look, we'll talk more once I get home, okay? Okay. I'm just saying that you don't have to go it alone, Larry. I'm never alone with you around. You're such a melt. I love you. More from Flint. Ha! I know everything now, Nightingale. You do? So you'll close off the house? Close it off? No! My cousin told me about you. You've been trying to get that property for ages. I know what you're trying to do. It won't work. There's been a misunderstanding. Horrible things have happened there. Poppycock. I don't take stock in fiction. And to think, I was still trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. That dinner was just a stunt. Pure manipulation. Well, I won't be bought with a simple pot roast. If you won't listen, then I'll have to do something about it. Do something about it? I'd like to see you try. Don't test me, boy. There's another corrupted file. I don't like this! Hey, Samoan girl, you're late! Look! Look! It's the TARDIS! I think I remember this episode. Flying phone box. The phone box with someone hanging off it being lifted by a helicopter. I remember that episode! I don't want to open this. I didn't know you were online. You didn't get the, you mean you don't have notifications turned on for me, Samoan? Come on. Everybody who hits the notification button will always know when I'm online. That was Natasha. She was taken by the angels. Video corrupted beyond repair. It needs to be downloaded again. That was the Alright, Osgood. First of all, yes. The doctor, we found more. I do, but I dozed off. My lower back was hurting, and they make me droopy. Ah, okay. Totally forgiven, then. Everything is kosher. Goodness, how on earth did Lawrence get this photo of the doctor? I was certain that UNIT swept the whole incident under the rug. Fun fact, I was there myself. It was the first time I met the doctor. Why are you so interested in finding the doctor? Personal curiosity, you could say. I'm a scientist, and that means hunting down interesting happenings. And whenever the doctor shows up, interesting things tend to happen. Do they happen because he shows up, or does he show up because they happen? So, you just want their autograph? Oh, hunting for adventure, huh? Well, I also think UNIT could really use the doctor's expertise right now. Speaking of, you'd make a fine recruit for us. Definitely not a job for the faint-hearted, though. How about you just keep me on as a consultant, huh? Sounds too dangerous for my taste. I'd love to sign up! I like your enthusiasm. Perhaps we'll be colleagues someday then, if I don't die. The doctor visits Earth a lot then, huh? They've actually taken a shine to the place. Seems to have a thing for historical events. They show up around they show up around those a lot, I've seen. Snugging ancient queens. He's actually done that on at least 2 occasions I can think of. Dawned on me that you usually stream on the weekends if you're feeling up to it. Yes, yes I do. It's the only time I really have. Oh wow, we've been going like an hour and a half and I have not felt, or no, 2.5 hours. Wow, really? Good grief. Yeah, 2 hours, 39 minutes. And I am loving every minute of it. I am into this game. Sightseeing, yeah, we're going to do that. Well, if you had a time spaceship, wouldn't you? Yeah. Anyway, so there's 3 TARDIS sightings you found now. Good job. London citizen displaced during the war. That's a curiously specific footage to look up. Why would Lawrence be interested in that? I know why, and I'll show you in a second. Possibly, but unlikely given the level of importance attached to it. It looks like the file's been downloaded before. Check the link, and if you can find the video on the phone somewhere. We found it, but it's been corrupted. Well, that's disappointing. When that thing was running amok on the phone, it must have damaged the file. Can you fix it? Unfortunately, it's beyond repair, judging by the metadata that's still readable. Oh. Sometimes I'll wake up with lower back pain and then most likely day. Oh, well, I hope you're feeling better, Samoan. I'd say it's a digitization of very old film footage. Oh, I think this is the video that Lawrence requested in that email we saw. Yes, that's the last file I need to fully restore Lawrence's phone, too. Oh, we should get a hold of it then. We need to contact Marguerite and convince her to give you the digitized video she sent Lawrence. So you have to pretend to be Lawrence. Looks like a personal transaction, so she wouldn't release it to a stranger. Oh boy, I have to pretend to be Lawrence. Game on. Great. It's our chance to become Raiders of the Lost Archive. No pressure, but if Marguerite asks you anything, just get your facts right. It's all in their email exchanges. Go on and give her a ring. Email. I think they've only got the one. Marguerite? Yeah. Alright, hold on. So it was February. I'm going to write down some notes. February 23rd is when he came, or when they got the email. Stopping by again. 3 film. Metropolitan Archive. 1 download. Hope to see you again. We don't have any chats. Tux, you about gave me a heart attack. I thought it was a sound effect in the game. Nope, she's not in the contacts. So I'm going to have to manually dial. Alright, so it was 0207946 0 827. We'll call it.
You have reached the Metropolitan Archive, your one-stop access point to our nation's history. If you are looking for an introduction to the Met Archive, please press 1. For general inquiries, please press 2. For research assistance, please press 3. For international collaborations, please press 4.
Nope.
To return to this menu at any time, press 0. Welcome to the Metropolitan Archive. Our vast library of content comprises items donated by both public and private contributors. We're proud to say it represents one of the largest archives of historical documents, media, and ephemera in the country. If you're just getting started, try browsing through the online catalogue or visiting the archive itself. If you can't find what you're looking for, please feel free to speak to one of our records administrators or make an appointment to visit our offices. If you are looking for an introduction to the Met Archive, please press 1. For general inquiries, please press 2. For research assistance, please press 3. For international collaborations, having trouble finding what you're looking for? Feel free to submit a request or query and one of our administrative staff will get back to you. If you've already made a request or have a search in progress and you'd like to make a call following this up, please dial the 4-digit extension number of the person you would like to speak to after the tone. Otherwise, press 0 to return to the main menu.
1034.
You have dialed the extension number of Quincy Marguerite. Please hold while we try to connect you. Hello, Marguerite speaking, Records Administrator. How may I help you? Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hello. Hi.
Line seems to be off or something. Give me a moment. I have your number right here. Text you in a bit.
Okay. Sorry about that, Lawrence. Terrible line. How can I help? Sorry, I've got a problem with the file you sent me. Sorry, Lawrence. Pardon me, but could you refresh my memory about when we met? What's the date? Okay, so it's the 28th of February and it was the 23rd, so it's only been about a week. We met last week. Ah, yes, that's right. It's refreshing to speak to a hobbyist like yourself. A change from the usual media researchers and academics. Particularly enjoyed our last conversation about the nature of time. Said we stopped by. I'm assuming the museum, most likely, yes. Well, it's more likely just a records archive. Good to meet you and chat in your office. It said we stopped by. That's kind of you to say, but I'm digressing. You're asking about the file you requested? The old video footage. That's right, you said it was of monumental importance. I hope you managed to download the file. My computer died and I lost the file. Link didn't work. No, it says I downloaded it, so I accidentally deleted it. Computer died and I lost the file. There we go. Oh dear. Don't fret, these things happen to us all. I'll restore the link so you can use it again. Oh, thank you. Yes, you asked about something else as well. Something about a blue telephone box? I might have found something. Oh, what did you find? A colleague found some records of a telephone box that predate its invention. Perhaps you might make more sense of it with your research so far. Just download from the old link and you should get the video and the photo. Hope this helps. Man, Osgood, you're good. Are you sure you're not sitting next to me right now? She's watching the stream. That's how she knows what I'm doing. Technology, you gotta love, but mostly hate it. Alright, let's download it.
Thanks, Henry. This is a message for Lawrence Nightingale of London, England. There should be more instructions attached to the real tin. Hi, Larry. It's so nice to be able to say that again. I'm in Kansas, 1928. The day Herbert Hoover wins the US election, though no one knows that yet. I'm staying at the old Denslow farm, which is lovely and full of great people, and God, I miss you so much. Every single day. I mean, I'm fine. Don't worry. 1 minute I was in London, my time, our time. The next second, I'm in Times Square, 1926. It was like life on Mars without John Sim-Obbs. He was so great in that. But people only remember Philip Glenister because Gene Hunt was so... I really miss our endless stupid talks about telly. That was always our thing. You better not be schlepping around conventions with someone else now, by the way. Unless it's Sally. Sally. Could you move it closer, please? I know it sounds stupid, but I was always jealous of the thing you two had. I mean, the angel thing. But that's not why I finally snuck off to Wester Drumlins. Honestly, I was trying to help. I don't know how, but... Anyway, as I was leaving, that was when this, damaged statue touched me and... Zap. You think Wi-Fi's rubbish in our bedroom? Try 1928. I'm sorry I didn't believe you when you told me how dangerous it was. I pawned all the jewellery I was wearing, made some pretty shrewd moves in the markets. Always knew my degree in American history would come in useful. Call me Natasha Gecko. Actually, don't. Makes me sound like your pet lizard. Did I mention that I miss you? Every single day. Oh, not all my jewellery. The ring of bling. Till death us do part. The vicar didn't mention anything about weeping angels. Henry, what's wrong?
I think Lawrence tried to find the angels to try and go back to be with her. Oh, and there's a sketch of the TARDIS on the cover of Bleak House. Okay. You know, he met Charles Dickens. You got it. Fantastic. Well done. That was a decent piece of hacking, my friend. That was emotional. Well, however you managed it, you did it. So to the moment of truth. Let's watch the video. Well, first, I'm going to send you this. Is that a sketch of the TARDIS? On a first edition copy of Charles Dickens' Bleak House? I wonder why the Doctor was in 1853. The Crimean War? Whatever it was, I'm sure there was a good reason. seem to be a big fan of them. Perhaps fan isn't the right word, but I do admire them. Quite the inspiration, then. You'd be right. The Doctor has always been this beacon of hope, inspiration, and tenacity. A representation of the belief that we can be better. Always better. That's rather admirable, I think. Slow clap. That was a good speech. Thanks. So anyway, that's four TARDIS sightings. I suspect that might be all that Lawrence had on his phone. So excellent work. This might be what I need to track down the Doctor. How do you know there isn't anything else? Perhaps Lawrence has already found the Doctor? Maybe the Doctor took him back to see her. I don't know. Or he hit a dead end. The odds of tracking down the Doctor like this are not promising. We'll only know how far Lawrence got with this exercise once we find him. This must have hurt to watch. Looking at the metadata of the original corrupted video, Lawrence must have played this a few dozen times. Must have hurt to record that, too. Agreed, but chin up, my friend. So this confirms it. Natasha went to Wester Drumlins and fell victim to the Angels. They're not merciful creatures. It's a fate far worse than death, to be ripped out of time and away from the people you love. Natasha made the best of it, though. She does seem like a real survivor. But it's also clear she was aching for Lawrence. Aisha hasn't replied to my text. Hope she's just busy with the cameras. I need to make sure she watches out for these things. Oh, I've managed to decrypt a set of data in Lawrence's personal files. Private gallery folder. Sally's chat. Natasha's chat. Alright, let's go take a look. Congratulations on tying the knot with Natasha. Sorry I couldn't make it, but it was an honor to receive an invite. Sally, I'm disappointed, honestly. I'm so sorry. I'm wishing you all the best, though. Not that. It's honor with a U, not honor. Have you no, well, honor? Oh my God, I hate you. That's a funny way of congratulating a bloke on his big day. Must be another thing I picked up in America. In all seriousness, thank you, Sally. The missus sends her regard, too. How are you? It's been ages. The buildings there old and tragic enough for you to photograph. Nothing could be as old as you, but there are some good contenders. And the hits keep on coming. I've got to make up for all that lost time somehow. Anyway, things are crazy here. Crazy, but good. Might even be coming back to London for a bit. Really? We should catch up if you have the time. I have some ideas for that thing, and Natasha would be happy to meet you. You should see the new shop expansions, too. There's a tiny cafe area where Nat bakes up some goods. They're heavenly. I'd love that. Can't stay much, though. It's still top secret. But keep a lookout for that postcard I mentioned way back then. Well, it's not exactly a postcard, but, you know. Tomato, tomato. You mean honor and honor? So, I might be slightly stuck in traffic. But Nat's there. No need to wait for me. Don't worry, she told me all about it. We had a chat, and perhaps it's best if this was a girls' night out anyway. I'll see you next time I'm in town, yeah? Wait, what? You're joking. It'll come to you. Not this again. Natasha. Last year. Larry, you have to see this place. It's proper posh. All the bigwigs are here. There's free champagne, too. Sorry, Nat. The traffic is rubbish right now. Be there soon. Try not to get too smashed. I'm sorry, that just made me think of somebody else. Oh, there was a redemption. Oh, thank you. Hydrate and a posture check. I was getting a little caught up in the reading. Well, I'm almost out. Well, this will be the last of my drink, so I'll need a refill. Sitting upright. Thank you, Ezri. You should have taken the tube like I said. But no, you had to prove a point. You lost, by the way. Also, no texting and driving. It's been at a standstill for 20 minutes. I think it's safe enough. Are you alright over there? Yeah, I'm fine. Just strolling through the showcase, feeling mysterious and fancy-like. The photographs are beautiful. Really makes you think how much of the world is out there. Oh, there's even a few of our shop. Sally's really got an eye. She makes you look like a movie star's distant cousin thrice removed. What? I resent that. Serves you right for being late to your own friend's exhibition. Speaking of, the woman of the hour is just freed up. I'm going to say hi. Text you later. Half hour later. I love Sally. I knew we'd get along as soon as she rolled her eyes when I explained your friendly wager. No texting and driving ever. You are quite correct, Samoan. We here at Gorehound Gaming do not endorse texting while driving. She's on my side, obviously. But she's so lovely. She's even got us something. Late wedding present, she said. Remind me to send her some flowers tomorrow. Flowers and a few DVDs. How can a person only have 17? Anyway, love you loads and see you soon. Alright, there's no new messages from anyone else. Ooh! Doctor!
The angels are coming for you, but listen. Your life could depend on this. Don't blink. Don't even blink. Blink and you're dead. They are fast, faster than you could believe. Don't turn your back. Don't look away, and don't blink. Good luck.
Actual footage from the episode. You know what? Let's go ahead and show you these first. It's the doctor. Well, a doctor. The cheeky grin one with the impractical footwear. Hey, they were not impractical. They were comfortable. Shut up. I've seen so many idiots doing that, and I really wish police would do something about it. I mean, it'd be nice, but you can't stop every single driver. It's one creepy video. A doctor? There's more than one? So this is who you were looking for? I mean, we know there's more than one, but obviously in the situation we'd be like, what? Although this really doesn't tell me where or when the doctor is now, but this is the same clip. It's part of the evidence that led me to Lawrence's phone. But now this clip makes sense. It's a warning of the angels. Alright, what do we have?
Okay. Captain's log, stardate 54274.7. This is an audio diary. No, it's not. It's an audio journal. Journal always sounds more grown up. Okay. And I'm going to be recording stuff about Wester Drumlins and the Angels in case... Well, just in case anyone ever needs to know. Started back in 2005. Long story short, a house called Wester Drumlins has something nasty in the basement. Creatures called Weeping Angels, or Lonely Assassins, who, if they touch you, will send you back in time to feed off the resultant time energy. And no, I don't fully understand it myself, but they're like stone killers. And the only way to stop them is to look at them. Sounds easy, but it isn't.
I'm home!
Hiya. But it isn't. The Angels of Wester Drumlins are trapped in a circle. They're locked together because they're looking at each other, and the cellar is boarded up, so...
Trisha says she's calling the kid Marta.
What's wrong with that?
Marta Carter. What are you doing?
An audio journal.
Did you start by saying Captain's log, stardate, whatever?
No,
Did you?
I have done.
Might have.
Good job, I love you, Mr. Nightingale. Come on, you can give me a hand with the shopping.
Be with you in a tick. Anyway, some guy called Flint has just bought Wester Drumlins. I don't know him, but...
There's a load of frozen stuff needs sticking in the freezer.
On it. I'm sure he won't be a problem.
All right, let's see the next one.
Journal update. Flint is an idiot. I don't mind idiots. I'm used to them. I worked in local government for 6 months, but he's a dangerous idiot. He listened to everything I had to say, didn't believe a word of it.
Of course
And
not.
he said he couldn't guarantee he wouldn't crack on with his plans to renovate the cellar. This guy could unleash the Weeping Angel.
Which guy?
Hiya. Sorry. Didn't hear you coming.
Who are you talking about?
Flint, new owner of Wester Drumlins. He's doing work on the place, which could, you know...
Well, he could be thinking about it. Then see how much decent builders cost and decide he doesn't need a second mortgage. Are you sure?
I'm sure. Ish.
Why don't you go over and check it out? See if he's got any contractors on the job.
I know. I should do. But that place...
Yeah, I know. Look, I'll stick the kettle on.
Nats,
Yeah?
thanks. I'm praying I can convince Flint not to renovate the lower floors, because those steps don't just lead to the cellar. They lead to hell.
That's one way to put it.
So, no word from Nat since she popped out last night. I phoned all her mates, no joy. But I can't help thinking... I just wanted to hear her voice. So I played back a couple of my journal entries. Ones where she came in, so I'd recorded what she was saying. God. And in one of them, she says I should check out Wester Drumlins. And I say something like, I know, but I don't want to. Well, what if she wanted to help and she went over there to check it out? What if that's what happened? And an angel or something? What if she's gone forever? And I'm responsible?
God, that would just tear you apart alive. All right, we got two more, and they're videos. My neighbors next door are moving out. Oh, okay.
Just watched a message from Nats. I thought, like an idiot, it will bring us closer, but just made me realise how far apart we are. And how much I miss her, and she's confirmed it. There's at least one active angel at Wester Drumlins. And what with everything that's going on there, I can't wait anymore. I've got to at least try and stop it before it unlocks the others. I know full well it might kill me. Or send me back in time, or... I don't know, maybe I don't stand a chance, but last time, me, Sally and the doctor used their own gazes to lock them in stone. And so, like Perseus, I go into battle with a reflective surface. Doubt I could get hold of a shield, but I'm guessing a mirror will do the trick.
Yep.
The doctor used to call them the Lonely Assassins. He reckoned it was because they turned to stone if you even glance at them. But if you think about it, lonely assassins are the best kind. Because we've got nothing to lose.
Not gonna lie, that sent some chills down my spine. See, that's something I've always wondered about the angels. Not to digress, but the doctor once said in that same video, in the full version, you can't kill a stone. But the thing is, you can't kill a stone, but you can break a stone? What if you had somebody look at an angel, or you caught it in the mirror and it was looking at itself, and you took a sledgehammer to it? What would happen? That's what I was wondering. I know, right?
Well, this is it. I'm going back to where it all began. Wester Drumlins. Almost there now. It's funny, I've been there dozens of times and always got a tight knot of fear in my stomach. This time, though, nothing. I might stop the angels, or... Rani told me about this bloke called Anthony Williams. She interviewed him, and he claimed that his parents were zapped by the angels separately, but both ended up in exactly the same point in time and space. So who knows? I might beat the angels forever, or have a date at the hot old... Thought so. Right, gotta go. Gonna get in through this side entrance. If I don't make it and you find these messages, you know the drill. Don't turn your back. Don't look away, and don't blink. Good luck, Larry.
And that's how the angel got on the phone. See that at the end there, the weeping angel. I can see that! It's just as terrifying in real life. They're getting stronger. We can't let them win. Lawrence's efforts won't go to waste. These recordings, they explain an awful lot, don't you think? Now we have the full story. Does it? Could you summarize? True. So what have you worked out? Yeah, go with this one. Doesn't that mean you just unleashed it again? That's what I'm afraid of, that it's back in the phone now. It's rather obvious, isn't it? Lawrence went back to stop the angels. That's pretty brave of him. Or desperate. Despite appearances, he seems like the kind of man who'd stay and fight. Lawrence defeated the angels before with Sally, but now they're loose and sent Natasha back to the past. Clearly he didn't manage to stop them this time. It's up to us then. Yes, I'm afraid so. Sounds like he was banking on that one advantage. The angels can't move while they're being watched. Lawrence wanted to use their own reflections against them. It would make sense. In this case, using the dressing room mirror from the bedroom, Lawrence worked out a way they could be trapped by their own gaze.
Angel 5801. Angel 5801. Angel 5801.
This again? Very much again. You've dealt with the source of the phone's corruption, so whatever this is can't be related to that. Curious. The 3 calls can't be a coincidence. They're not. I've traced the calls back to the phone company. Looks like they were set up on the network's own automated call lines. Why, though? Why is a difficult question. I don't know. I do have some interesting information about the calls. They were set up immediately after the phone company was formed in the 1950s. All the calls were routed to one number on a very specific date. Lawrence's phone. Today. The only person who could have pulled that off. If Lawrence was sent back to the wrong time, maybe that's it. Or maybe the doctor sent these back there. That's long-term planning. Someone planned this, but how? Or Aisha? Oh, it could very well be if Aisha got sent back. There must be a reason for the calls. Yes. Let's think. No one's had the phone since Lawrence went missing a few days ago. So what's the most significant event that happened today? I was attacked by a phone monster! Lawrence's phone came into my possession. Exactly. So let's take a leap. Someone somehow knew Lawrence's number. Supposing they were also prescient about who would have his phone at this very moment. That would mean these 70-year-old messages are meant for us. But that doesn't reveal who instigated the calls. Could it be Lawrence himself? But it's a female voice. It didn't sound like Natasha. Could it be you? Are the calls coming from inside the house? I suppose he could have been zapped back to that era. But Lawrence strikes me as a very direct man. This method of communication is the exact opposite. No, I don't think it's his M.O. It's quite the enigma. Besides us, who could it be? And is it Wester Drumlins right now? Oh no, Aisha! Ah, you were right, Asri. We need to help her. I'm trying to access her camera feed. Oh. Aisha body camo 1 connecting.
Aisha, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. I was going to phone you. Are you streaming my body cams feed?
Where are you, right now?
Scooby-Doo's house.
What?
Wester Drumlins. I just finished installing the exterior cameras. I've done some of the inside ones, but I still need to...
You have to get out of there now.
I was a unit operative for 5 years. I think I can handle a spooky old house.
It's more than that.
Do you know that there's a statue of the owner in the basement?
Aisha.
Still here.
That isn't statue. Listen to me. You're going to be okay. Just don't...
She was going to say, don't blink.
Who is that? Who are you?
Uh-oh, wrong question.
What's the right question?
Where are you?
Where are you?
He's behind you. And when your friend said that you shouldn't blink and you're going to be okay, she was only half right.
Where's my hammer? Osgood. Hello? Osgood! Oh, the angels have cell phones now!
Flint here. I have some excellent news for you. Something that'll put a smile on your face.
You're gonna jump in front of a bus?
Or as good as. The angels are using Flint's consciousness to communicate. Because we wanted to say thank you for being so slow and so incompetent. You couldn't even stop Flint's work on Wester Drumlins. That work has allowed one of our number to free the angels trapped in the cellar. They're regaining their strength, and very soon they will be as right as rain. Your planet will become our larder. And I wanted you to know I will not forget how you tried to stop us. I will find you and send you back to a time when Earth was devoid of life. That shall be your eternal prison. Just think of me as your guardian angel. See you soon.
Fuck you. Flint's bad side. A picture capturing Flint's last moments of humanity. His eyes look like they're about ready to pop out of the sockets. Angels got to Flint. Osgood. I'm here. I couldn't just sit around after, well, you saw Aisha's feed. No, no, no! Osgood, no! Oh, this is not good. That's not good. I have to get in. No, don't go in! The building's alarms have been activated. I'd rather get in without everyone in the neighborhood knowing. Any ideas? How did Aisha get in? She never undertakes a mission without her jamming equipment. Had a quick rummage through her car for it. No luck. It must be in the house with her. Just spotted a retinal scanner at the gates. I can work with that, with your help. Ah. The photo of his eyes. Although I don't think that works. Yep. You need to get me an image of Flint. With that, I'll be able to reconstruct an image of his eye and trick the scanner into letting me in. Depends on the device. Some aren't very smart. Pictures, video, any sort of image will do. Just find one and scan it. I know you can do it. Oh, well, you know, I've already got one. This photo was taken after the Angels. Poor man. Well, let's see if this gets us past the scanner. It worked! Hey, Parker, what is up? We are having some fun hanging out in the world of Doctor Who. Yes, your number one man here is having a little fun dealing with some weeping angels. Honestly, I'm not going to lie, though. This has been a whole lot of fun. Oh, and you're going to guide the raid tonight. All right. So when we're done, you are going to get to pick who we raid. Very nice. So you have somebody in mind, or do you want to wait until the end of the stream? I have a feeling I'm going to keep going until this is finished. I remember asking our biometric vendors, does this work on a severed finger? And only one said no. Oh, Osgood, don't go in! Be careful. It'll be fine. No, it won't. No, it won't. I'm heading to the cellar now. Oh. I grabbed a camera from Aisha's car. I'll patch you into that and the surveillance set up earlier so you can see. Are we going to do Five Nights at Freddy's but Weeping Angel style now?
Aisha! Please be okay. Please be.
Hey, how's good?
Okay.
Angels feast on your friend. You sent her here, Petronella. Glad she's dead. You jealous of her as well?
I would only wish death on my worst enemy.
We're growing stronger. Almost ready.
And unfortunately for you, you're my worst enemy.
What's the time, Mrs. Wolf?
I need to get something from outside the house, but I'm afraid... Actually, I could just leave it there.
I'm afraid.
Petronella goes to hell.
I'm afraid you're going to have to guide me out of here.
What? This is bad. Very bad. What's going on? Not sure how much you saw from my feed, but the Angels are in the basement. All of them. I'm watching them. They're not attacking. Yet. Wait, how are you texting? You think? Oh, man. Yeah, how is she texting? Using voice to text. Oh, thank goodness. Not sure long how I can keep this up, though. But there's a way to stop them. I need the disco ball in Lawrence's car. To trap the angels with their own reflections. Oh, yeah. Yes, I have to get it from the car. But the angels will attack as soon as I turn my back. The old disco trap. Can someone else get the disco ball? Any outside help would take way too long. It's just you, me, and the weeping angels. Although right now it feels like we should be the ones weeping. Can you watch them with Aisha's cameras? Oh my word. Welcome to the I Have a Brilliant Idea Club! So despite all the cameras inside the house, there are still some blind spots. Yes, you're a genius! Why, thank you, I do try. We can use the cameras outside, the ones Aisha installed to keep watch for Flint and his contractors. You can control those cameras through my app. Just turn all the cameras inward towards the house windows. It's risky, but then I can... Arcade Joe?
Joker 9226. Joker 9226.
I don't know what this is, but I'm writing it down.
Joker 9226.
It's the codes for the cameras! It was Shark 1 7 4 7. We want to turn it in towards the house. Okay. Watcher was 9 3 2 7. Okay. Angel was 5 8 0 1. And Joker 9 2 2 6. I feel so smart. This is why you write everything down, people. Oh! They're mad at me. They are mad at me. We cannot be stopped. Remember this game, buddy boy? Ah! Trust me, man, I'm a serial clicker. You can't stop me, buddy boy. Yeah, Wayne. I am so smart. SMRT. I mean SMART.
Come on, come on. Larry, I love you.
We still don't know what happened to Larry, though.
doctor once said that courage isn't just about not being frightened. It's being afraid and doing what you have to do anyway, which is good to know because right now I am very, very afraid. But we have to do this. Okay. I'm in.
Okay.
Oh, why is it always the cellar?
Because the monsters
Cellar.
know you're afraid of the cellar.
From the Latin, solarium, meaning the place where monsters hide. God, it's not really, sorry. Distraction technique. It's a habit I got off the doctor. Trouble is, it never works.
It never works, no.
Petronella goes to Hella. Petronella goes to Hella.
You're gonna go to hell if you
you're
don't
trying
shut
to
up.
scare me, you're doing a terrific job.
Still jealous of your sister, little girl, with her good looks and charm.
She's no angel, which is why I actually quite like her.
Oh, you've been around time travel machinery, haven't you, Petronella?
She likes to go out, though. Nightclubs, bars.
Lots of yummy Artron energy on you.
I'm more of a library girl myself. But we did go to the odd disco together.
Artron energy makes angels nice and strong.
Never liked the loud music.
Strong enough to
But I always loved...
consume your world.
My phone! I think we just saved the planet with a disco ball. Oh, that is so the Doctor.
We saved the planet with a disco ball! You alright? Please, say something. Oh. Here, sorry. Just catching my breath. Oh, you gave me a heart attack! Really? Fragile things, hearts. And it's odd. The bigger they are, the more vulnerable they are. Anyway, the disco ball idea worked. The angels are frozen, trapped as long as it stays in place. Will the disco ball hold that position? It'll do for now. It does make for a rather festive, if terrifying, tableau. I've informed UNIT. They'll secure the angels properly. And I'll have to break the news. About Aisha, I mean. She didn't deserve that. It's not your fault. Logically, I know that. Emotionally, well, it's going to haunt me. I'll make sure her loved ones know that she helped save our world. Flint is still out there. He's the biggest threat. What about Flint? He's being taken to a medical project under the Mr. Copper Institute. Time will tell if he'll pull through. But you've proven that we can all stand up to monsters, no matter how terrifying they seem. Welcome to the fight. I'm almost certain now that the Doctor chose you for this mission, because the Doctor always knows a good person when they see one. That means a lot, Osgood. Osgood, after everything we've been through together, you can call me Petronella. Well, I did promise you we'd part ways once we're done. I imagine you got quite a bit more than you bargained for. It wasn't that bad, actually. Really? Huh. Maybe I'll call you again if I need a phone looked at. You know, that'd be cool. Sounds good. I think my backup is on their way. I better go. Hey, it's been a pleasure. We haven't found Larry yet. I know, right? No games, no food, make Wayne something, something. Go crazy? Don't mind if I do! Soon, goodbye, see you around. Let's never do this again. Right back at you. Right back at you. Hello?
Hiya. It's the doctor. Don't
Hi.
worry. Not your doctor. The doctor. Phoning to say thanks for the work you did with Osgood. Top stuff. You were brave and dogged and whip smart and all those other words people normally use about me. Whoa. Sorry about that. Okay. Osgood's busy overseeing the cleanup operation, but she wanted you to know they're moving the Angels from the basement to a top-secret cell in the Black Archives. And if you were worried about Mr. Flint, don't be. Got to him in time, and he's making a full recovery. He might still have a heart of stone, but the rest of him is going to be flesh and blood. Oh, hold on. Again. Sorry. Console's playing up. Time for its 2,000-year MOT. Osgood thought you should know something else important. That which holds the image of an angel becomes itself an angel.
Yeah.
So when Larry took pictures of them on his phone, that's how they were able to infiltrate it. But hey, you dealt with all that, and I think... Hello? Oh, I'm picking up a distress signal from the Bar Galactica, so I best be off. Just one last message from Osgood. She said if you ever fancy working with her again, well, all you gotta do is pick up the phone. Literally. Oh, about Larry, my old friend. I really hope he's gonna be happy as, well, happy as Larry. But I'm not sure what happens to him next. I don't know everything. Where'd be the fun in that? See ya.
Wait, what about Larry? What about Larry? No! No, 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 no! What about Larry? No, we will not fuck Larry. Larry is a good man, and we deserve to know what happened to him. He deserves closure for all that he's been through. No! There's gotta be more. Maybe I didn't ask the right questions. I didn't get the good ending. That's true, yeah. I may have not picked the right options. I may have not done it fast enough. He mentioned being sent back to Natasha, but nothing confirmed. Right. I mean, that's kind of what I was hoping. That if he got sent back, he's with Natasha. But we don't know. And I need answers! I need to know! Sorry, I didn't mean to shake you guys. Just got a little excited. Can't skip the credits. Maybe it'll be an after credit. Maybe there'll be an after credit scene, and we'll get like a message from him. But I have to say, I did really enjoy this. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been playing for 3.5 hours straight. This was absolutely fantastic. I loved every minute of this game. I never felt frustrated. I felt like I was making work, or I was making good work. I was making progress. I really feel like I was engaged with the lore.
If I don't make it and you find these messages, you know the drill. Don't turn your back. Don't look away, and don't blink. Good luck, Larry.
It broke the mirror. The TARDIS.
I think the Angel's flown, Yaz. The best day in the TARDIS till I'm sure.
She did save him!
Nothing. Just thought I heard something out back.
I'll go and check.
No, you stay there, Miss Natasha.
He heard the TARDIS.
What do you want? This is private property.
Hiya. Sorry to bother you. Is this the old Denslow farm?
The doctor took him back. The doctor took him back. Oh. You guys really don't understand how much I needed that. Like, I really and genuinely needed that. All right, Operation Log. The Lonely Assassins. Status secured. The Weeping Angels, a high-level threat, were neutralized by Agent Petronella Osgood and a civilian named Kirkamus Prime. Unfortunately, Agent Aisha Green has been classified as MIA following this incident. Any way to kill the Angels? Unfortunately, I don't think so. After all, you can't kill a stone. Status secured. Lawrence Nightingale is a civilian who attempted to stop the Weeping Angels at Wester Drumlins. He was secured by the 13th Doctor and is now in 1920s America with his wife Natasha, a victim of the Angels herself. Unit will erase all evidence of their presence in the past. Operation Log, The Lonely Assassins. Success. Deleted the corrupted Angel fragments on time. Success. Convinced Marguerite to release Natasha's footage. Success. TARDIS in Alabama. Success, TARDIS in the Louvre. Success, TARDIS in the Doctor. Success, TARDIS on Bleak House. I did everything. I did all the things. I did all the things. 'Cause I'm awesome. Oh, that was so fun. I really enjoyed this, guys. It's not a heavy game, but it was one that made me feel good, you know? It's all the same, yeah. Well, there we have it, guys. That was Doctor Who, The Lonely Assassins. I loved this. I hope we get more games like this. I mean, I absolutely loved every moment of this. There was never a moment I wasn't having fun, either speculating or working the puzzles out or just reading the lore and getting into it. The immersion was so deep. I really felt like for a moment I was in an episode of Doctor Who. Probably not the most exciting episode in the world, but still. This was absolutely fantastic. I loved it. I am so happy. My only issue is that it's really short. I mean, granted, it's been 3.5 hours worth of gameplay total, I think. And that was me going through the whole thing and admittedly kind of already knowing what was going on because I'm a fan of Doctor Who. But I really feel like that's what this game was for. It was for the super fans. You know, you were supposed to sit there and have that moment, the Angel's in his phone because he took a picture of it. You know, you were supposed to have those moments where you know what's going on, but the characters don't. And those moments where you could acknowledge the fourth wall. I feel like I've heard of Unit before. How did you know about that? I mean, I loved it. This has been so much fun. I really hope they make more like this. If Maze Games makes more games like this in the Doctor Who universe, you better believe I will play them all. Every last one. No doubt about it. I wonder what achievements this game has. Well, anyway, it is almost midnight, so I think it's about time we wrap things up. But I do want to remind everybody, first, Asri has already dropped the link a few times. If you want to help my friend Murder out, she is trying to raise funds to help take care of some unexpected medical expenses for her cat Salem. There's a GoFundMe page if you want to hit that up. We are really close to goal. So even if you can't donate, take a look at it, signal boost it, all that good stuff. There's the link. Thank you, Asri. And don't forget, we are only one follower away from my goal of hitting 230. If we do, we're going to be digging into Death at a Dive Bar live on camera. Only 255. That is excellent news, Asri. But we'll definitely be looking at Death at a Dive Bar, which is very much akin to what we just played, except in a physical form. We'll be going through letters, documents, everything, trying to piece together a murder mystery. Those of you remember when I did Empty Faces, which was the Supernatural spinoff from Hunt a Killer. If you enjoyed this game, if you enjoyed watching me play this game, this is going to be kind of the same thing, but with physical objects instead of being on the computer. So maybe put the word out, tell your friends, or if you're new here, I see we've got a lot of viewers in the chat. Maybe consider hitting that follow button and push us over the limit so we finally get the goal and I can do this for you guys, okay? But for now, I think we're about ready to wrap it up. So, Paco, you redeemed the Guide the Raid reward. So, who are we going to raid tonight? Who we gonna raid tonight? Who we gonna raid? I was like, I'm so happy. Jillyfoo? Hell yeah, let's go get Jillyfoo. Let me pull up Twitch so I can actually watch the raid. Jillyfoo. All right, let's do this. /raid. Jillyfoo. Make sure I spell that right with an E. Another wonderful streamer and D&D friend. There we go. All right, everybody. You guys go have fun with Jillyfoo. Looks like Jillyfoo is playing Resident Evil 2, the remake. Excellent game. I loved it myself. All right. So for now, again, thank you guys for coming out. I love the support you guys showed tonight. I feel absolutely fantastic. This is the most fun I've had on stream in a long time. This is absolutely fantastic. I'm glad you enjoyed it, T. Hopefully I'm going to have more fun content like this in the future. Don't forget, I will be starting a D&D campaign with Semper Zombie in the near future. So there's that you can look forward to. Ha ha ha. I'm going to be DMing and I've got some fun ideas. And again, don't forget, we've got our goal for Death at a Dive Bar. You are the best. Well, maybe not the best, but I'm damn good at what I do, and what I do is entertain you. So for now, everybody, love you guys. Thank you guys for the support. Once again, and as always, I am the big nerd, the king of overpriced white garbage. I am Kirkimus Prime, and I will catch you guys on the next stream. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys later. Stay Prime, everybody. I love you.